I've been on this whole thing this whole time, and y'all ain't say nothing over there on YouTube. That's crazy work. Y'all supposed to be watching the trailer, but y'all was watching me multitask. Wicked, wicked work. Anywho, hi y'all. Welcome in. Happy, what's today's date? What's today? Is it Wednesday? Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. All right, let me go ahead and get this music started. All right, I'm supposed to be a professional. I knew I should have took a sip before starting. Now look at us, looking all like we know what we're doing. Crazy work. Anywho, welcome in. This is the Erica Effect. I'm Erica Shantae. Definitely make sure that you are following me on the YouTube, on the TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I'm on all that stuff. Twitch too. Erica Shantae is the name. All right. Happy Wednesday, y'all. I need to get it together. I was definitely trying to do like 5 different things at once, so I'm so sorry. I'm a little bit discombobulated. But thank you all so very much for being here with me, because you could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me. So I thank you all so very much. With that being said, let's make sure that we are being active participants. Let's make sure that we are tapping the screen, sharing the live, reposting, knocking out those gift goals, keeping the comment section going. And if you're over on the tube, hi tubers, all right, make sure that you are subscribing, liking, and commenting. And guys, here's the thing I want to let you know from jump. All right, tonight we are raising mutual aid for a community member, all right, who needs to raise money, $900, to take care of their rent. All right, that's what we're doing. All right, so 75% of all donations tonight to the pay links will go towards our community member, and to help her out. She may join later. I'm not sure. It's up to her if she wants to, but we are definitely trying to help her. She recently had a very necessary medical surgery, and unfortunately her job is on that BS when it comes to the short-term disability and her FMLA. So you all know that FMLA does not pay you, right? Y'all know that, right? You don't get paid for FMLA unless you have PTO. So we're going to do our very best to help her. You can check out the links in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. Remember, 75% of all donations collected tonight via the pay links will go to our community member, Miss Nat. Thank you all so very much. With that being said, once again, this is the Erica Effect. All right. And I'm looking to talk to Trump supporters. I want to have real conversations with real people. Yep, that's what I want to do. So with that being said, if you are a Trump supporter, please request up. You are the demographic of people I like to speak with. You can request up over on TikTok by tapping that little pink and blue button at the bottom of your screen. All right. Or what you can do is, if you're over on the tube, you can call the number on your screen. It is 720-295-4868. Again, that's 720-295-4868. All right. Again, Trump supporters, request up. Let's go ahead and get this started. Let's see. What do we have here? Doesn't look. Let's see. James, are you a Trump supporter?
How are you? I support some aspects. I'm not a full supporter, though.
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I'm 18.
Oh, okay. All right. So why are you choosing to support Donald Trump?
I said I support some aspects. I'm not a full supporter, but I'd say largely for issues like abortion.
Is that easy for me? Fuck him. All right. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to talk to an 18-year-old about abortion. My life, my choice. 'Tis it, 'tis all. I'm not doing that. Anywho, moving on. All right. You can call the number on your screen. All right. You can call that number, or you can request up over here on the TikToks. If you're fucking 18 years old, I'm talking to you about abortion. You probably never even had your dick wet before. What are we doing? All right. The fuck do you care for? All right. I'm sorry, guys. Guess what? A woman's right to choose is not something that you get to debate. It's not one of your debate topics. Okay. It's not something that you get to feel bro about. Like, what are we doing here? All right. This is people's real lives. Hey, bruh, I don't give a fuck if you think that it's a human. I don't care about that. I don't. I really don't. I'm just going to be honest. I do not care what you think about a clump of cells, all right, at 5 weeks. I don't care what you think about it. So there's that part. The fuck is wrong with these people? Oh, by the way, YouTube, that person put in the comment section, you don't care much about anything. Yeah, I actually care about those that have been born. I care about that. I care about the person that's actually giving birth, because I wonder why Black women and Hispanic women are dying at such higher rates while giving birth. I wonder that, like, especially like Black women dying at 4 times the rate of white women when giving birth. Why is it that our babies that are born, right? Our babies that are born are dying at 3 times the rate of white infants in the first year of life? I do care about that. I think that our government actually needs to put money behind research and, studies and trying to mitigate, all right, the deaths. You know what I mean? I think that's something I definitely care about. That I care about, elementary age, middle school age, high school age children. You know what I mean? Not being able to fucking eat because their parents no longer qualify for SNAP benefits. I care about that. I also care about the fact that because we no longer have the ACA subsidies in place, and if it stays that way, all right, by 2034, 46,000 people within my district alone, all right, which is District 9 out here in Arizona, will be uninsured. 46,000 additional people will not have insurance in my district alone. That doesn't account for the numerous other districts that we have here in Arizona. All right, that doesn't account for the people that are going to go uninsured in Texas, in California, Idaho, Indiana, Washington State. All right, that's what I care about. I don't give a fuck what you think about a clump of cells. Anywho, some reason or another, I got a hate speech violation earlier, and I don't know why. I do not know why I got that. All I did was play videos from darn going Twitter. I don't know. Weird. We're going to stay away from Twitter, y'all. That's what we're going to do. We're going to stay away from Twitter. Okay. And speaking of Twitter, if you're using your Twitter fingers to yap in my comments, please do know that this is not your safe space, okay? If my mods see you, if I see you, you will receive an invite. If you do not accept said invite, all right, you will learn the lesson of the year. You can yap from outside of the club. Boom. There we go. Okay. Also, I don't like the way that this sounds today. It sounds really like, weird. So we'll have to see what happens. Do 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 do.
Yo, hello?
Do. I'm humming. Do 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 do. Hi, Shepard. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes. I
Okay,
would
and
say
for
so, yeah.
TikTok purposes, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 20.
You're 20. Okay.
Yes.
Do you live in the States?
Yeah, I went to a British boarding school, but I was born in Kentucky.
You were born in Kentucky? Okay. Are you
Yes.
located stateside right now?
I'm in Kentucky right now,
You're in
yes.
Kentucky? Okay, cool. What time is it there?
It's 6:43.
6:43? Okay, bet.
Yeah.
All right, so Shepard, all right, why are you still supporting Trump?
Yeah, I want to just address the previous conversation you had with the previous guest.
Do you
he was
think that I'm
talking
going to
about
actually have a conversation with you about abortion?
why not? Well,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna say it one more time. I don't give a flying squirrel nut, all right, about what you think about a clump of cells. I do not care. There's no one that is getting an abortion, all right, at 9 months pregnant, all right? Someone getting an abortion, all right, once we hit a stage of viability, all right, even of sentience, all right, is primarily for medical reasons. So therefore, what we're not going to do, all right, is we're not going to debate a woman's choice. I need you to understand that. So by all means, find something else to talk about why you support Donald Trump. And if you can't respect boundaries, then by all means, press the X button at the top right-hand corner of your screen. If you can't do that, turn your phone off and on, and guess what? It'll help you leave. The choice is yours, sir.
Okay. So, we're not allowed to talk about abortion then?
What?
We're not allowed to talk about. Okay, so I have to find a different reason why I support Trump. Yeah, but that's kind of like the main reason why I kind of support
Then pick
him,
your
though.
second reason then.
Do you know that more black people are being aborted than born?
Pick
in New York.
your
More blacks are being aborted than
second
born.
reason, because what you're giving right now is you're
It's a
giving
holocaust
that
amongst your
you
people.
do not respect boundaries. And if you
It's a holocaust
cannot
amongst your
respect
people.
boundaries,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
giving that women should protect their drinks around you. Ladies, get the napkins and punch the hole with the straw. The fuck is wrong with you?
No,
Are
I'm
you
just gonna
well?
go because that's what I really wanted. That's what I really
Exactly.
wanted to talk
Okay.
about.
Goodbye.
All right, bye.
Bye. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. What's wrong with these people? What's wrong with them? Boom, 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 boom. You keep asking, boss, you keep asking for Hector. Who are you?
You know who I am.
Oh, you put all that sauce on
You
my
know, y'all.
Big Mac.
You've been hanging around itchy too. I just came up to say hi. Where you been? On vacation?
Well, I was away for like most of the weekend, but other than that, I've been here.
No, I hadn't seen you on these TikTok streets.
Oh, well, you ain't been looking because I bees around.
Yeah, but
bees in the trap. Bees in the trap.
yeah, but I try to keep it
Why do I say
peaceful
like
with you.
Yeah.
So I just came to say hi.
Oh, okay.
All and right, I always, listen to you.
Oh,
but you have a good one, Erica.
You too. You too. Take care.
You still my goddaughter?
Yes, Pawpaw. Now send me some money.
Hector didn't like that. He was saying, "What you talking about?"
Now send me some money because
Okay,
we're
let me
doing mutual
leave.
aid. We're doing mutual aid to help a community member pay their rent. 75% of all donations are going towards our mutual aid fund here tonight. So
Yeah,
do some charity.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Erica.
Okay. All right. Have
All
a good
right.
one.
Okay, you too.
Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Anywho, if you are a Trump supporter, request up. You are the demographic of people I'd like to have a conversation with. Chat, let's keep doing all of the good things. These likes should be well over 50,000 by now. So let's tap that screen and get the likes up to 100,000. Also, y'all, let's go ahead and knock out the finger hearts. I think this is the second round. We have 88 of those to go. So let's knock those out. And please do continue to share and repost to live. And if you're over in the tube, make sure that you are liking and subscribing and keep that comment section going. Thank you all again so very much for being here. And just as a note, all right, 75% of all donations that we do receive here today are going to help our community member, one of my mods. Her name is Miss Nat. That's what I call her, all right, Natalia, but it's Miss Nat, I'm sorry. And we're going to be helping her take care of her rent because she recently had to have a necessary surgery. And in doing so, she has to work through that short-term disability, which doesn't cover all of the pay. And of course, also FMLA, which doesn't pay anything. All right. So let's show that we can do all of the good things, guys, all of the good things. The links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat. Thank you all so very much. And just remember, all right, thank you for the amped up. I appreciate you. Who sent that? I can't see. Thank you, Jane, for real. Remember, it's donations via the pay links, guys. I can't do anything with the super chats, but again, thank you all so very much. Y'all are freaking awesome. Everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. All right. Hi, Lions. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Okay, and for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
30.
Okay, all right. And why are you still supporting Trump?
I would say I'm just supporting him because of, I think he did well with the border.
With the border? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Why do you say that?
Because it was a problem before he was elected and now it's not.
It was a problem before he was elected, but now it's not. Okay, so was it just like, what did Donald Trump do at the border?
Well, do you think it was a problem before?
I could say yes and no, but for multiple reasons. What did Donald Trump do to make it not a problem?
He shut down the border.
How did he shut down the border?
I don't know how he did it specifically, but you can look it up that crossings diminished drastically.
Hold on one moment. That's weird.
Call from
Rick.
Hi, caller. You're a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and for TikTok purposes,
A
how old are
black
you?
Trump supporter.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun. All right, Mr. Rick, do you mind holding for a moment? I have someone in front of you, okay?
Most certainly. Okay.
All right, thank you. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Fun. Okay, so you said that crossings are down. Okay, great. Crossings are down, all right. But what else is down? Wouldn't tourism also be down? Because Donald Trump hasn't actually passed anything. He's only done kind of like a strong arm enforcement that is causing people that actually should be able to come to the United States of America not to come here. So we're losing like almost $30 billion last year in tourism. I just think that has an impact on the American economy.
So tourism, you're saying tourism has affected our economy pretty poorly?
Yeah, the loss of the $30 billion in revenue. Yeah, I think so. And also local economies. Like we can look at Vegas where they had to do layoffs at different hotels.
That's a stupid point.
I'm sorry, one of the biggest tourist destinations in the country is stupid to bring up.
I mean, would you want to promote gambling and shit like that? That's
Your friggin' president is okay with gambling. Let's be serious. Let's not try to take any high road and actually stick to the point.
If you're gonna say that,
no pivots.
You just brought up Vegas. You brought up Vegas.
No, I brought up tourism that's impacted due to the border that you guys say is closed.
You're an idiot.
And it's due to Donald Trump's strong arming the border.
You're not even worth my time.
Yeah, sure. I know. Not the skedaddle. I was told that I don't allow them to pivot, and I should allow them to. That's what I was told. I was told that I should allow them to pivot for the sake of the conversation. But I can't do it. I just can't. Oh, wait, I messed up. Hold on. What's this one? There we go. And A1. Okay, now we're back. There we go. I fixed it.
They went skedaddle. You know the word skedaddle? It means skedaddle. Somebody said skedaddle.
I'm sorry, but he talked about the crossings at the border being down. Okay, fantastic. Your crossings at the border are down, but what else is impacted? What else is impacted? Hey, tourism is impacted, right? And I gave him a number. Overall, it's about $30 billion that has been taken away from the U.S. economy because tourism is down. And then I gave him a specific example of a place like Vegas. He said that it's stupid to bring up Vegas. And then he says that, oh, you want to promote gambling. I'm like, what? We're not doing that. That was stupid. We're not going to pivot there. All right. And then he got mad and he ran. He took his ball and went home. I really wanted to talk to that black man Trump supporter. I'm calling his ass back. We're making a phone call. I'm pretty sure Trump has ruined your life. He's ruined a lot of lives. I'm sorry to hear that. Hugs to you. I mean it too. I know my effect doesn't seem. Hey, is this the black male Trump supporter that just you hung up?
Yes, it is.
You ready to have a conversation?
Hold on, just one moment. I lost the station. Hold on, just one moment. Okay, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Go ahead and mute the video in the background.
I did.
Okay.
It's off. I turned that off.
All right, awesome. Yes. What's your name, by the way?
Ray Bell.
Ray Bell? All right, Mr. Ray Bell. Okay, and I'm so sorry. I forget already. How old are you for TikTok purposes?
I'm 60 years old.
60 years old? Okay, all right, fantastic. Yes. All right, so Mr. Ray Bell, why are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, mine is for religious purposes. I vote for Donald Trump. For the religious rights that he reinstated back that was stripped away from under the Obama and Biden-Harris regime, I would say that. A lot of the Christians' rights that had been stripped and was forced under the Obama administration, that it was always considered discrimination. If a gay couple is in your church and you if you refuse to marry them, you lose your 50C1 point, and then can be considered as oh Lord, I'm losing my train of thought. Discrimination. and that was one thing. I didn't like a lot of my thing. My point is with Christians that vote. It's not
I
really
don't think that sounds right,
a
sir.
what?
Where did you get that from?
Okay. Oh yes, well that was I'm out of the secular. So we had a big meeting about this, and a lot of preachers were scared and that was frantic about it. What the new law and stuff was in at the time of Obama when Obama was in office, and they pretty much carried on even into the Biden administration. The church was being stripped of its rights as for instance,
But the thing
even in the media
I'm so sorry to
go ahead.
interrupt you, Mr. Raybell. But here's the thing, sir. The thing is that prior to 2010, right? Prior to 2010, when gay marriage was made legal, you're right. The churches were able to deny to marry gay couples in the church, and you know why?
Wasn't denied.
No. Prior to
denied.
2010. They were able to deny, and the reason why they were able to deny it, all right, is because of the simple fact that gay marriage wasn't something that was recognized. Only civil unions. All right, and civil union was something that you would have to do like at a church or in your backyard. But to get married in a church, all right, yeah. So I mean, that's what we have in place here. So it's not like, I mean, what? That doesn't make sense.
So are you saying that under the Obama reign that it wasn't considered discriminating to not marry a gay couple that was a member of your church?
I think it was. I think. Are you saying prior to Obama? Are you saying prior to 2010?
Well, I think it never was changed until Trump came and overturned that.
No.
The state that it remained the same under the Biden administration. He never changed it. Who changed it?
No, the thing is that here's the thing: is that prior to 2010, before gay marriage was legal, all right, the churches were protected under the First Amendment right. Is what it was, is that they could deny, all right, they could legally refuse to marry a gay couple. And the reason that they were able to do so, all right, is because, again, all right, same-sex marriages were not legally recognized, all right, anywhere in the United States of America. Okay.
But I think you're still missing the point is that, not to cut you off there, but
you're fine, go ahead.
What I'm saying is, man, prior or prior, or however you want to put it, it had became law that you had to marry the gay couple. Now, this is either be by law or Constitution.
Though, so then it'll be discrimination, and you can't discriminate against someone based off of sexual orientation.
Well, but I'm saying, this is the thin line.
No, does that
see, our Bible speaks. The Bible speaks totally against it.
No, it doesn't.
The Bible teaches. Yes, it does not. How about Romans 14 when he says, "For this reason I have given them up to their own lust." A man with a man and a woman with a woman. In other words, the Bible says that it turned them over to that's a reprobated mind. Now, according to Scripture, you can read it for yourself. Maybe I'm reading the wrong way. If you go to Romans 14, and what it was saying, it was talking about people that was caught up in sin, and then God had got frustrated with them. He said he turned them over to their own way of thinking and doing what they want to do. And this, when they start, and he allowed them, took the natural of a man that go relate with another man, what normally would be naturally for him to be with a woman, but he turned them over to this state of mind. Now, maybe I'm quoting it wrong. Why don't you read it and see? But my main point is, and to make it quick here because I got to go to work, my main point is,
hold on one moment. You have to allow me opportunity to actually respond to what it is that you said, though.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Raybell. So the main thing here, though, is that one of the scriptures that you do quote, the one that says a man shall not lay with another man, all right, we all know that one was changed in 1946 to reflect as such and never changed back, even though it was determined to be a mistranslation. All right, so that one actually said man shall not lay with boy, all right, so a child, okay, not that it was anything against two men. Like homosexuality has existed.
Are you saying that was under the Old Testament?
No. This is in the New Testament. It was changed in 1946.
Okay, where was it changed and who changed it?
Sure, I can get it for you.
And from the Greek vernacular, was it changed in the Greek vernacular, or where was the Greek vernacular was wrong with it, or any other different Bibles or scrolls? Was it changed from there, or who changed it?
Sure, I said I'll get it for you.
Who changed it?
Okay,
who changed
so
that?
let me make sure I get it for you. All right, so let's see here. No, this is from, there we go. Here we go. So the 1946 shift in the translation, all right, and this was from the King James Version, all right, and what it listed it as is that before 1946, it was listed as basically man lying with mankind. All right, like in 1 Corinthians, hold on, 1 Corinthians 6:9. I didn't want to say it like Trump did and say 2. So 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. All right. So come on. All right. And it used varying terms, even like abusers of themselves with mankind. All right. But the RSV version in 1946, all right, actually had the first appearance of the word homosexual in it. Right. All right, and this was the translation from the Greek terms in the New Testament, all right, to what we have now, like the modern English version. So basically, it was humans doing that, and it was a mistranslation about it.
But there's, but see, there's been humans who wrote it in the first place. And what you stated
Wait a
is
minute,
someone.
time out. Hold up. You think humans wrote the Bible?
Yes, well, of course. Well, God is man. God has been using man for the longest. Angels didn't write it. Angels didn't write it. God has used a man from the beginning.
I thought the Bible was written by God, though.
Yeah,
so
no.
Like, which Bible is it that you use? Do you use King James, the New Translation, the RSV?
I pretty much use King James. I tell people some things need to just keep simple.
Okay.
And so I can go deeper than that, but I just use the basic King James version. Now, understand this here.
All of these. The Bible.
Huh?
I thought that God wrote the Bible. I'm
not
the most religious person.
But I'm saying God did not. All the writings that's in the Bible was inspired by God. God used man to do it.
Okay. So
God
I have a question
never
for you.
Nothing to him directly.
I do have a question for you. We don't have to go to Bible study. But so, like, here's the thing, right? Here's my question for you. Why would you use the Bible, the word of God, right? Why would you use the word of God to choose to dislike an entire demographic of people, right? Like, seriously, why? Because Donald Trump doesn't actually uphold those values that you think he does.
It's not like, because I have people in my family.
Oh, you cut out.
I said, it's not that I don't like them. My brother was. And I love my brother. I got family members that they my family and love to be around.
So why focus on homosexuality then? That's all I want to understand.
That was just one point. As far as one of the reasons I was putting together about my spirituality that I feel that has been was stripped under Obama, that the lifestyle of them, just because you are or what you say are, that goes against humanity and it goes against the principle and ordinance of God.
It doesn't go against humanity.
Yes, it does. But
actually,
it's not
no, it
normal.
doesn't. It actually, yeah, it would be natural. It would be natural. Because did anyone, hold on, Mr. Raybell, at any point in your life, right? At any point in your life, did someone tell you, all right, that you had to be attracted to women? Like, did you choose to be attracted to women, or are you just attracted to women?
That was natural. That's a natural instinct. You don't catch it.
So are you saying that God makes mistakes?
Huh? No, that's not. Listen, let me say this.
That's what you're saying. If you're saying that their attraction to the same sex isn't natural, then you're saying that God makes mistakes.
No.
And that would go against your beliefs, right?
The Bible say, "I made evil and I made good." He gave man gave him a man to choose.
Oh, so now you're going to say that it's free will.
It's free will, but free will doesn't mean do what you want to do.
Actually, yes, it does. Because if it's free will, it does mean do what you want to do. Because what can you do in the end? What can you do in the end?
It doesn't make it right
What
for
do you have to do
you.
in the end then? If this is the case, what do you have to do in the end? Because what you're doing
Well,
is that you're condemning them. You are. You think that you're
no, I
not,
don't.
but you are, because it's odd in a sense to actually focus on what someone else, especially two other consenting adults, do behind closed doors, because they're not
Oh,
actually doing
okay,
anything to anyone
the
else.
reason why-
It's between
do
them.
you think it's how would reproduction ever came about if women and men would never be back together again? What if all men decide, I don't want to, how would that make the world, how would the world continue to grow? How would
It
the
still
world
can
come
reproduce.
about? So it's not natural. It's not when a cow,
It is
when
natural
when a cow
because they can
is,
still
and
reproduce.
she doesn't go on or an animal, dog might, but most animals, when there's a female or a female present, he's going to go. His nature is nature that causes him to go to the female and not to the opposite, the same sex.
I mean, well, within the
Now,
animal kingdom, like outside of humans, like we can look at other mammals and see that there are instances of what we would call homosexuality, so same-sex attraction. So like boy dogs humping boy dogs. Like, what are we doing? Like, let's not do that. And that's the thing that I think about all of this. No, seriously, we're going to engage in an actual conversation. I think you have to get to the root of why it is that you chose that to focus on. Why did you choose homosexuality to focus on? Because there's nothing that Donald Trump does to reaffirm your stance on this matter.
Well, the thing about it is that the reason why I brought that up is not only in that particular reason I voted for him. There's other principles that he has done. He put prayer back in the schools. He put prayer back in the schools. It took one woman to take prayer out of the schools, and it only took one.
When did prayer come? When did prayer come back into schools? What state are you in? Because I don't recall any. I don't recall any national declaration, not even declaration. I don't recall any law saying that schools had to have prayer in them.
Yeah, well, you couldn't do that. When I was in high school, you couldn't even bring your Bible to school. You couldn't pray in school, where when we was in grade school, we could. But the law came and changed. And it was against the Constitution for you to come to school and read your Bible or pray. Donald Trump made it so that you put it in law. It's right on national TV news. It was on. And
Sir, our Constitution has always protected someone's right to religion, so freedom of religious expression. So if you wanted to pray in school, you could pray in school. That wasn't a thing. It's just that it wasn't anything that was actually state sanctioned, meaning that the state, the government, the federal government could not force you to pray in school. All right, so we don't have any law where the Trump administration, whether the first term or the second term, all right, is forcing people to actually pray in school. That's not a thing that's actually happening. So again, he's not affirming anything that it says that you stand for.
Well, sweetheart, can you just, I mean, you're very, you can probably do it faster. Why don't you Google up and says, look it up real quick and saying something like, Trump reinstates prayer back in the schools. Google that, or the White House archives or so, and see what comes up and say,
we have a clear, sir, we have a clear delineation between church and state in the United States of America. That's the thing. So he would totally be going against the Constitution if he did something like these executive. You're talking about an executive order, right? And this executive order is, hold on one moment, sir. An executive order, is it law?
Yes, well, it's law, and I'm going to show you what is law.
It's not something that they actually have to adhere to.
Let me tell you why it's law. And the law is not to stop you or prevent you. The law is that if one decides to do or have prayer, he can't be stopped as he was before.
Okay, so quick question for you then, right? All right, so since you believe this, it's not true though. I just want to let you know that, all right? One moment. Not every school in the United States of America, all right, whether it's private or it's public, all right, is praying. It's just not a thing that's happening. The government cannot force that to happen. Now, here's the next part of that, right? Okay, what if I want to pray to Allah? What if I want to pray to Allah?
You're right.
Can I pray to Allah at school?
Yeah, it wasn't limited to Christian prayer, just Christian prayer.
Can I pray to Allah at school?
Yes. It was a limit to Christians. That's all I say. All you have to do is look it up. It's right there on your phone. You can find it. It says Trump did such and such. And it was a big deal for the Christians. And we celebrated it.
Why do you want kids
We
praying at school?
Well, the thing about it is, I remember when they took prayer out to school. That's when prayer was taken. I'm 60 years old. Man, how old are you?
So here's the thing. You're not telling the truth. I'm almost 60.
What?
You have misconstrued these things that Donald Trump has done, and it's giving you just like the pomp and the circumstances of it all. Donald Trump hasn't done anything differently from any other president when it comes to prayer in school. It is something that has been allowed. No, he did not. No, he did not. What
You're the host of the
Donald
show,
Trump?
and you can
Please let me finish. I'm trying to tell you what he did. Here's what he did.
Can you just look at what the writing?
I am looking at it, sir.
Okay,
And all he
look,
did
what do you do?
was, all right, is that he is basically reaffirming, all right, the freedom of religious expression, which is already codified and bound within our Constitution via the First Amendment, sir. That's all that he did. He didn't do nothing else. He didn't make it state sanctioned. All right. He didn't do none of that.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Do you remember, I forget her name. Do you remember the lady who was the one who made the big thing about church and state being separated and calls for no prayer or no Bible taught in the school? Do you remember that? What was that all about? If you said we had the right, what was her
name?
Hold on a minute. Let me hold on. Just give me one moment. Hold on a minute. I'll give you a name. Just a minute. Hold on. Just one moment. And then you I want you to explain that to me. Maybe I'm not as smart as you. Maybe you can explain this. Hold on. Just one moment. Let me get it for you. Hold on a minute. It's just easy. All you have to do is say, lady what woman was it that took prayer, made a petition between, to the Supreme Court to remove prayer out of schools? I can't get my other phone working to
Don't worry about it. I'll look it up for you.
Yeah, can you please just ask that simple question? Woman that helped remove prayer out of schools, and it's going to come up. It's going to come right there. Then you explain that to me. And it was never reinstated again until Trump reinstated it. And you said,
but you do understand. Hold on, time out. One moment. Hold on. You do understand that what it is that you're saying is that this was Christian prayer that they were doing in schools. You understand that, right? And not everyone is Christian. There are some people who are Jewish, who are Hindu, Buddhist, a Muslim. All right, like it's different. So there's some people that are even Satanists. All right, Satanists are the coolest people ever. By the way, I just want to let you all know that. All right, and not everybody prays the same way.
It was not just Christian. It was any form of prayer.
Are you sure?
Any form of prayer. Let me just look it up and find out the woman.
Why are you yelling at me? Stop yelling at me. I don't like that.
I'm sorry, sweetheart. Please forgive me. Okay. All I'm saying is, just look up and see. It wasn't Christian prayer. It didn't label as Christians couldn't come into public schools praying, or it didn't label that. It was just as plain as them. No prayer or religion should be within the schools and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. And look at who the woman who was that fought it in the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court granted to that. But then Trump came out and said, no, that's taken away from your rights, that you cannot, that's your right to express yourself any way you want to. And they overturned
you mean
that.
Madeleine Murray O'Hair? I remember her. She's an atheist.
Yeah, she was. And that's why she did it. So look what she done. Read what she done.
She didn't do it because she was an atheist. She did it because of the simple fact of the Establishment Clause in the United States Constitution. All right, basically the separation of church and state, and also the freedom of religious expression. That's why she did it. So schools can't force
exactly
people.
What I want you to understand.
Schools can't force people to pray.
Huh?
They can't force people to pray.
No, I wasn't
So
forcing nobody to pray.
it was actually forcing people, because what was happening prior to this case here, this is going to be the case of, let me make sure I get it for you. All right, let's see here. I want to make sure I get this case. Because it's either Engel versus Vital or is Abington versus Shemp. And so I'm trying to make sure I get the right case for you. Okay, actually, I found her case. Okay, so her case was actually Murray versus Curlett, all right, in 1963. This came after Vital, which was in 1962, all right? And what it was is that Maryland public schools actually was forcing kids. They required kids, okay? A requirement is forcing, all right? It required students to read Bible verses and recite the Lord's Prayer each morning. That's why I told you that it was Christian-based. It was based in Christianity, right? And what Madeleine O'Hare actually argued is that it did violate the First Amendment. And the Supreme Court, all right, did actually agree with her, because her case was combined with Abington School District versus Shemp in 1963. And the Supreme Court ruled in an 8-1 decision, all right, that mandatory Bible readings and prayer in public schools are unconstitutional. So it's not something that you can do. So you saying that Trump has brought it back, that isn't true.
Yeah,
Only thing that hold on one moment. You're not listening to the words that are being used. They can't force it. They can't make it a requirement, right? The only thing that has been going on ever since then, sir, only thing that's been going on ever since then is that if you want to, you can. But your school can't require or force you, coerce you, or anything of that nature to do so. That's it.
Oh, sweetheart.
Do it.
Okay, I understand, honey. It was against the law. Okay, it was against the law for you to have your Bible in school or to even to pray in the schools. Now check that out. Now I'm not just making this up, because I can see this is what they told me when I'm growing up, and what they said. No, I gotta suspend it. Cussed out of high school for it. Me and some other kids, we in our lunch table praying. We're not making nobody else.
Lying.
You couldn't do that. No.
You are.
No,
Cite the United States Code then. Cite the state code or cite the United States Code. Because you're not telling the truth. I already told you that you're not, but you're not. Cite it.
Can you just do this here? All I'm saying
I already
to you,
did it. That's why I know you're lying.
I'm not. This is not making nothing up. I was suspended for. Not only me, other kids. We couldn't.
You could have sued your school then, but there's no law.
You know what? Study hall. Listen here. Even in study hall, you wasn't permitted to.
Sir,
you couldn't talk. You couldn't listen, ma'am. Oh, man, where are you? What state are you from? Are you in? I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I'm from Virginia.
Okay, I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Maybe it was different there than it was where we were, because we couldn't do it. And my mom got on me. She got on me for being suspended for it.
But again, this is why you should have sued your school, all right? Because you can look at the case of Tinker v. Des Moines, all right, in Wisconsin of all places, right? Des Moines, Wisconsin, right? 1969 case where the court determined that students keep their rights, all right? So basically what the Supreme Court ruled is that students do not share their constitutional rights at the schoolhouse gates. Okay, that was in the majority opinion. One moment, sir. One moment. All right. And what that meant is that this included religious expressions such as reading a Bible during free time. All right. That means that you could bring a Bible to school. You could read a Bible at free time. All right. If your school took any action against you whenever it was that they did, all right, especially after 1969, you could have sued. You may have had a case. You may have gotten some money. All right. But it was never illegal. It was never illegal to not bring your Bible to school.
Let me ask you this. Okay, can I ask you this here? What was it that Trump signed back into law? What was it?
What did he sign back into? What do you mean what he signed back into law?
Prayer to be permitted in the schools. If a school wanted to have prayer in schools, they could have it willingly. Let's just say no, like you stated before, That was that you couldn't be forced to do it.
It's not a
Now,
law, is what I'm trying to tell
okay,
you.
well,
It's
what was it that
basic.
he signed back in the law?
It's not a law.
What
The
was that
only
he
thing that
signed
Donald
in?
Trump did, all right, is the only
Can
thing
you
that
read that?
happened is
The
basically he
article?
was like, hey, if you want to pray, you can pray. I support it. That's basically it. All right. But there's no
No, so he
law
didn't have
that
to sign
says that you can
nothing.
pray,
What then?
that children have to pray in school,
So
or
he
that
just made a
Donald
statement.
Trump put something on the books. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. All
He
right.
didn't put
This was
nothing.
just
It's just
pomp and
okay,
circumstance. It was a show.
ma'am,
That's it. To
ma'am.
appeal to
I'm
religious
just saying.
zealots.
Are you saying that he didn't sign nothing in Oval Office regarding that? That's
Not a
what you're
law,
telling me?
sir. Not a law.
Uh, so what was his purpose of if he's signing something? What is that? If he's signing something, what is that all about? Then maybe I'm not
Him
as smart as
writing
you.
those squiggly lines that he calls a signature on a piece of paper, it's not a law,
Okay,
though.
for what reason? So therefore, what was the purpose of him? His opinion. That was so. You're saying he just made an opinion. Well, you should be able to do what you do. Everybody just do what they wanted to do. What was the purpose of him making a big deal? And the Christians that was there when he was signing was standing and was applauding for what he had wrote back and said that you should not making a law, but terminating the law that one of a say
He
for
can't do
instance.
that. Hold on, time out. He can't do that. Donald Trump cannot terminate. Donald Trump cannot terminate case precedent, sir. Again, 1969. This is
Okay,
case precedent.
okay,
All
ma'am.
right,
I'm just
Tinker versus
asking you
Des Moines.
what was that he signed in regarding religious rights in schools? What was
Literally,
that?
just it was a piece of paper. It was an executive order,
What
a
was
piece of
that?
paper, nothing.
Executive order. What is executive order?
An executive order is just pretty much like something put into effect by a president that won't
Why
hold
would it
up
have to
in
be put in
court.
effect if it was already in
Okay,
effect?
so in this regard, sir, in this regard, and you just made my point. You literally just made my point, sir. You just made my point. Okay?
Why are you
Why
yelling?
would he sign something that was already in effect? Because it was performative. He was putting on a show for you all. That's all that he was doing. All right. It has always been where you can pray in school if you want to pray in school. You're just not required to pray in school. If you wanted to bring a Bible, you could bring a Bible to school. All right. You just couldn't read your Bible in the middle of friggin' math class. All right. You couldn't read it in the middle of biology while everybody's dissecting a frog. You're over there reading Luke. You couldn't do that. You had to do it on your free time.
I understand. Okay, let's take it like this here. So the thing where I'm trying to say, for instance, if a classroom and everybody was in sync and everybody was agreed upon, we're going to have prayer in school. In the class, anybody like to participate can participate, and those that don't, you don't have to. That's the way it is now. You don't have to participate in prayer, but the majority in there, you don't have to participate. You have your own way of praying. But what happened was that was against the law to do it, and that was the reason why Trump, even if everybody was on one thing, the law was you couldn't do it. A teacher could not say, "We're going to reread it. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer." Everybody in tune with it? No, the principal comes by and says, "You can't do that. It can't be done." But we're all in sync with Mr. Principal. We agree. Ain't nobody in here just saying that being forced or nothing. This is what I'm trying to get you to see. And if it was against the rules to do for a teacher to do so, a teacher couldn't even.
Oh my God. I swear to God. This is why I know you're not listening to me. And this is why I know you're not listening to me. All right. So here's the thing, right? Children are children. All right. They're minors. Okay. All right. A teacher, as a person of authority, right, cannot lead them in group prayer because that can be misconstrued as, all right, forcing them to do. Hold on. No. 1 moment. I don't know. Your example was everybody in the classroom agreed. The teacher and the students. Listen to me, please. Okay. That's why I want you to listen. I need you to listen. All right. Children are minors. Children cannot consent. They cannot consent without their parents' approval, their parents' permission. All right. So another adult in a position of authority cannot lead them in a prayer. All right. Whether they agree to it or not, children by law under the age of 18 cannot, stop, cannot consent. Okay.
Okay, I
We
give you that.
understand that part. All right.
Okay.
However, all right,
If the parents even
hold on
consent,
one moment.
they couldn't do
If me, Sarah, and Jane decided to get together before lunch break and we decided to pray together, we can do that. We can do that at school. No absolute problem. Nothing. That's not against the law. That's always been available. I need you to understand that. Okay.
So
what
now,
you have to
I'm
understand is that we cannot go against the Constitution of the United States of America. This is not a country that was founded on religion. Religion is something that has been forced
What you
upon
talking
people.
about? It was.
No, it wasn't.
The law, yes, it was.
Where in the Constitution do it mention
What,
God?
listen here.
Where in the Constitution do it mention God?
Bible. No, ma'am. Let me go back to what you just said.
Where in the Constitution does it mention God?
You said this. You said a child cannot make a decision like that, or some. It has to be because even this is what you don't understand. Even if the parents consented, that the teacher, it was okay for the teacher, she still couldn't do it. That's what you don't understand. She still couldn't do it. It was against the law.
What was the law?
You couldn't have open prayer in schools like that. If the parents consented or not, you couldn't. That was the purpose of Trump signing it back in law, saying you should be able to. That's your freedom of speech, and you should be able to. And he signed it back into law. And then now the church now. Not only just for Christians, for any other religion, if they that's what they want to do, as long as everybody's on board. Those that don't want to participate don't have to participate. But the teacher won't be stopped by law because goes against the Constitution that they can do it. Now they can do it. That was the purpose of them signing it. You just made my point, but and you also brought something to light, and you were right. Without the parents'
consent, make any of your points because guess what's still illegal, right? It's just like what I said to you earlier in regards to children not being able to consent. Is that all right? Teacher-led, school organized, or government endorsed prayer are still illegal in the United States of America. That's it. All right. Until you name the law that says otherwise, sir, we don't have nothing else to talk about. This is going in circles. I'm
right.
paid enough for this. I'm trying to do mutual aid and whatnot. And you know what? These people, it's over 1,000 people watching. These people think this shit's free.
Please, I'm gonna be
I didn't give you
into
case precedent. All right. I didn't let you walk yourself into like so many brick walls. And these people are like, good job, Erica, but we're not going to send you a donation to help Miss Natalie with her rent. So, you know what? We're going in circles at this point.
Okay, I got to go. I got to get to work. I'm already late.
Right, you have a good day at work. Bye. Okay. All right. Bye now. All right. That was that. What the fuck are we doing here? Fuck was that? That was crazy. I need to breathe.
Call from.
Hi, caller. Hold one moment, please. I have to do a commercial break. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? Adjust my contact. Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Shout out to Hector Talks for the $25. All right. I don't want to read this comment, Hector. Do I have to read this? Yeah, Venmo does let you cuss. I'm going to have to read this because Hector sent $25 for Miss Nat. Hector said, Nat ain't shit, but she deserves better than this. F the Nussy and Chief for making our lives harder. We are all we got, so do all the good things, especially if you're a commie. Act like one. That part. Shout out to Hector Talks with 2 R's. All right. Shout out to Hector. Drop those hearts in the chat, guys. Also, Nina, thank you very much for the 10. Nina said, I just listened to 5 hours of testimony of how the Trump administration unlawfully arrested flour and food vendors, raided a daycare, and tear gas shot people in broad daylight in Chicago. That's what Trump's done on immigration. Cruelty. He's taken the strong arm approach. Enforcement. That's what they call it. They call it enforcement. I did say cruelty. Hey, Nina, guess what? We're here, friend. Shout out to Nina. Also, Wasn't Me sent 5 and said he is looking for a situation he can swap about. Manufacturing outrage for his fucking fragility. That part. Donald Trump doesn't mean anyone well. All right, that shit was as That was so freaking performance. I was about to say something. I had to catch myself. Oh my God. All right, Erica, you know what? All right, you're going away for a week. You're not going away for forever. You remember that, okay? All right, I need to remember that, y'all. I'm going away for a week, not for forever. All right, I'm not ready to burn it all down right now, okay? So let's see here. What do we have? I gotta see because I think I did miss something over on the tube. All right, let's see here. Is today the 20th? Yes. Thank you to Trevor Maverick. Trevor sent a $5 super chat and said, prayer used to be a forced activity that was ended, but kids were always allowed to pray or have a Bible as an individual. Exactly, Trevor. That is exactly correct. Thank you very, very much. I know I said at first that it wasn't something that was required. Yes, it was. In the fucking 30s, 40s, 50s, yes, in early 60s, it was required. Like, these people do see that someone else is on the line. I don't know why they do that. But guys, keep doing all of the good things. I'm going to get a tally. So we had 25. Okay. All right. Awesome. Oop, my camera just went out. I don't know why. What the fudge happened? That boy. Hector, someone get Hector over here. I got to go fix the camera. I know it's just the camera going out. It's okay. Let's see. Do I see one of my mods? I thought I saw a mod. I saw one of my technicians in the chat. I got to pull one of my technicians up. I pulled the first one I saw. Oh, there's Hector. Yay. Okay, great. Hector, can you do me a favor while I fix the camera? Entertain the people for me, please. You want to talk to this caller?
Yeah, sure. I'll talk to this caller.
Okay, great. Thank you. Hi, caller. Thank you for your patience. My camera went off, so I'm going to fix that. But my friend Hector is here. He's going to talk to you for just a moment, okay?
Hi, my name is Hector. She calls me a friend. She's on her 6th strike, though. Did you vote for Trump? Caller, can you hear us?
Mm-hmm.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Can you state your age for TikTok purposes?
Yeah. I just wanted to say really quickly, what you guys are doing.
No, I just want to hear your age.
Completely fucking useless. Like, it's just a waste of time.
Yeah, sure.
Like, nigga, please.
Yeah. I think you're a waste of time, and you proved the point. That was cool. If you guys can do me the ever lovely favor of double tapping that screen till the heart bar gets full, I would greatly appreciate it. Engagement is super important, especially during these trying times on TikTok suppressing niggas. So make sure that you double tap that screen till the heart bar gets full. With 863 of you in here, you can easily get the likes up to 200K. And I think you can do so within the next 15, 20 minutes. Share out the live with your friends and family as well. Camera's back. Woo, look at God. Those of you believe him. Share out the live with your friends and family as well. Also, make sure you can repost and add to your story if you have the option. We want these lives to reach as many people as humanly possible. Yeah, I already know he couldn't wait to say it, Jay. These white boys look for these lives because that's the only place they can say nigga without getting their ass beat. And it's really funny. So yeah, share out the live with your friends and family. Thank you so much, Robin, for the repost. Robin is doing the good work. Make sure you guys also share out the live as well. Get the shares up to 100. Send your daily heart music if you haven't already. It's only a coin. There's only one coin every single week that lets you know that you're a fan club member. Being a fan club member is cool because you get to send stickers like this. I got my own sticker.
Why did you hang up? What happened?
Then, he said this live is useless and something
Why?
about niggas. Some white boy.
Oh, he slurred. Slurred around?
Yeah.
Boo,
Sure
boring. TikTok, we do not support, promote that type of language. All right, that is, he waited a long time to do that. I tell you, if they're nothing else, they are determined. All right, can learn a lot from, evil white men. Wait,
Coconut. Thank you, Shauna.
Okay, I don't know what that means. Do all the good things, guys. Okay.
Call from
Ty.
Hi, Ty. Are you a troll? I forgot what I was doing. I
Send a
need to get my
voicemail,
mind right.
press 2.
Hi, Ty. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
44.
44? Okay, all right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm still supporting Trump, but I have issues with. All right, let me just start it by this saying, I've asked a lot of Democratic people, and nobody's given me an answer. So I'm hoping that you could possibly give me the answer to this question.
What's the question?
Okay. We just watched Trump pass a reparations bill for $1.7 billion for insurrectionists.
Let's round it up to 1.8 because it was 1.77. It was 1.76. So we'll round it up to 1.8.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
All right, and we've seen him do that in less than 2 years. Can anybody please tell me why every time black voters have asked the Democrats to do this, they have failed? And he could do it in less than 2 years, but for over 40 years, the Democrats have said that it's complicated. I just do not understand that.
And the Republicans have been absolutely against it. So there's that part. Like, Trump went against the law in order to do this. You do understand that Donald Trump is the president, and what he did is he made a deal with himself. That's literally like going against everything. There's so many darn going laws that Trump broke in order to get this done. Like, come on, we have to be honest about this, right?
Yes, and that's what I'm hoping for, some honesty here.
Yeah.
And my thing is, for the black communities to be pretty much the foundation of Democratic voters, we're saying that this man broke a couple of laws, stepped over this or stepped over that, whatever, and they could not do the same thing. They would not do the same thing.
I'm sorry.
You see what I'm
I don't
saying?
want. No. I'm going to answer it for
it.
you. So here's my thing, right? I don't want, in regards to reparations, I want everything to be above board. And the reason why I would want everything to be above board is so that they cannot come back and they cannot try to take it away. All right. If it is locked tight, secured, clink, clink, right? Then what it is that they're not going to be able to say, oh, well, they did this and take it to the Supreme Court. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I want it to be so secure that they cannot, undo it. All right. And the thing is that we have a Congress in place right now that could actually undo what Donald Trump has done in regards to this slush fund. But guess what? They're not going to do it because they're his sycophants. All right. The Republicans have the majority of it. So I'm not going to sit here and be upset with the Democratic Party for not passing reparations when this is going to be a bipartisan effort. It's either going to be a bipartisan effort as it stands now, or we're going to need to have a Democratic president. We're going to have a friggin' majority, a 290 majority in the darn going House, and a 67 majority in the darn going Senate, and a Democratic leaning Supreme Court. All right.
Yes.
We're going to need to have all of that.
Now, I hear what you're saying.
Yes,
but
sir.
it sounds more like, and I've been doing this for a little while. It sounds more like in my Obama voice. I hear you, but I cannot reach you. Like, we don't want to hear that no more. Like, this man just showed us that it can be done in less than 2 years. And whatever he did, with all due respect, whatever it is that he did, whether he crossed the line on this or that, he got it done for his people. But Democrat leaders are getting our votes and are not producing. I mean, this man hasn't been in office for 2 years. And he got something done that we've been waiting 40 years for.
So, caller.
I'm just saying it's frustrating.
I can understand. I can totally understand your frustration.
You get where I'm coming from?
I don't dismiss your feelings at all. It's just I don't agree with the methods in which you think that we need to go about doing things. But my friend Hector is here. He came back because I believe he wanted to speak with you. So, Hector, the floor is yours.
Okay.
Good sir, the conversation surrounding reparations for Black people for systemic racism in the United States, specifically through chattel slavery, and this quote-unquote reparations fund for people politically persecuted during the alleged Biden administration are two different things. For one, the conversation surrounding reparations is about race. And Black people who had been born in the United States have ancestors directly tied back into the Africans brought over here way back in the day versus this fund it's actually separate. Really and truly, this fund that he created is separate from the legislative branch.
Sir.
This was not passed through the
And with all,
hold on, I'm not finished. Sir, you ramble for quite a bit. I would like to finish my sentence.
Okay, go ahead,
Thanks.
sir.
Great.
No, not an
Wonderful.
issue.
Cool.
Not a problem.
So this did not go through the House or the Senate. This was a settlement fund, which he associated with himself, basically a personal lawsuit for himself that he went ahead and made with Todd Blanche. So he can use this fund how he pleases and distribute it how he pleases because this fund is associated with his name. It is not going through the government. It is a different conversation if we need the United States, America, which will require both sides, the House and the Senate and Congress, to legislate reparations for quote unquote FBAs or whatever the hell else it may be. So there are two different processes. It's also easier to do this because, like I said, once again, Todd Blanche is his Justice Department head. So he was able to go, yes.
I'm so sorry, but like, do you care about the process and like the laws and or even the Constitution that he's violating? Because like we have the appropriation clause for a reason that says that only Congress can actually spend federal money. All right, only Congress can actually approve how we spend federal money, not the president. Right, not the Department of Justice. So within the executive branch, it's going to be the legislative branch, just like Hector said. This was done outside of the legislative branch, all right? And it wasn't even deemed like as a judgment from the judicial branch. This didn't even go through the courts. This is something that Todd Blanche, Donald Trump's former personal attorney, now acting Attorney General of the United States of America, and Donald Trump's current personal legal team came up with, all right? That you can't do that. This is going to be contested.
Okay, and Mel, what I'm saying is, it seems like more like with you and the gentleman that was just speaking, Hector. It seems like it's still more of the same of what we've been telling the voters. It's complicated.
Let me ask you this question. Should every black person in the United hold on one moment. Should every black person in the United States of America get reparations?
I believe if you're the descendant of slaves, yes.
Okay. How far back do you have to go?
I mean, as far like for me to get into the into the weeds with that, I'm not a lawmaker, so I do not know. I won't pretend to know. But what I'm saying is, as a voter,
how do you prove it? How do you prove it?
How do you prove? How do you prove your lineage?
Yeah. How do you prove it?
Well, I mean, we have all kind of things. The what is it? Ancestry.com and different ways that we can go back and research our lineage.
Even the documents that were burned, the records that weren't kept, like that. Because here's the thing.
So it is. So what we're saying. So okay. So we're gonna. I'm gonna ask this. So because I believe that there will be Democratic leadership in this next election because of the failures that have happened. Are we about to sit here as voters and hear again that we can't do it because it's so complicated? We can't trace your lineage and this, and that, and this, and that. Are we going to hear this again? When are we going to hold the people that we vote for accountable and say, hey, that man, at the end of the day, he did something slick or whatever. It sounds like he found a loophole to take care of his people, to take care of his base. When do we find a loophole to take care of our people and our base?
He didn't find, I just want to let you know, he didn't find a loophole. This is going to be contested. That's the thing about it. And that's why I say, like, Donald Trump is pretending that he's acting as if he's above the law. And what I would want for a reparations plan, all right, is something that is above board, something that has no holes in it. So then that way they can't try to take it from us like they've taken everything else. They can't take it from us. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. All right. And it's more than just
And
like a
I
money
can
thing.
comprehend.
Yeah.
I can comprehend. I can comprehend what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's the frustration. It's the frustration of watching this happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's a slap in the face.
No,
and
I totally get it.
You know, and we don't hold the people that have been dangling this carrot in front of us. Who's the one that
why haven't the Republicans passed one? We can ask the same question. I would think that instead of looking at it as
can I answer that?
Hold on one moment.
May I?
No, because I want to tell you something, because then you might be answering to something you might not need to. My thing is that I don't see it as a party issue. It's not a party issue to me. All right, this is an American government issue. And the reason why I say that it's an American government issue, because it was the American government, all right, that codified slavery into law. It was the government that did that, all right, that did the 3/5 compromise. All right, it was the government that did it. It wasn't necessary. It wasn't a party. And so I think it is the American government's responsibility, all right, to make, all right, the descendants of slaves whole within the United States of America. I don't look at it as a party issue.
Yeah, ma'am, and I agree with that. Okay. You know, because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of let's say there's a lot of MAGA that sit here, you know, and they'll go back and forth online, and their favorite line is, well, why do we owe reparations? And my response to them is, it's not you, it's the U.S. government that should clear their debt.
Yeah, I agree. It's the U.S. government. It's these corporations that are still around today: Wells Fargo, J.P. Morgan Chase, Citibank. You know what I mean? Like the insurance companies that still operate today. They're the ones that need to clear their debt. But like, black man, listen to me. I understand. I understand your frustration.
You know,
I get your passion.
I try not to come across rude. I'm just passionate about it.
No, I get it. I understand your passion. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But you already know how it operates. Like what's understood don't need to be said.
And then, you know, on top of that, you know, kind of moving on, we might circle back to it, might not. But, you know, like I look at democratic cities. And I look at, let me not say democratic cities. Let me rephrase that. I look at predominantly black neighborhoods, and they look the same. The streets are tore up. The things are tore up. For this to be the foundation of the Democratic Party, the foundation. What are you doing for your people? After you take their votes, you close the door and you don't talk about it no more. You get the vote and you close the door and it's over with. We sit here and, you know, I have nothing against immigration, but if we fought the way that we fought for immigration, if we fought that exact same way for reparations and for rebuilding black communities, I do not believe we would be in the same position that we're in. And I can't sit here and point to Republicans because they know they're not getting our votes. They know they're not getting the predominantly black votes. This is on the lap of Democrats. This is in their laps. And I mean, we have to hold these people accountable. We can't just continue to give them votes. We can't just give them votes and they not accommodate us. To me, that's insanity. That's doing the same thing and expecting different results.
I can hear you on that.
You see what I'm saying?
It's because I want to address it. I want to address it because to me, just as a person who has studied a few things in this regard, basically like in regards to history and also sociology and how these things have worked, I think we have to take a look at this from like the historical context and how those things actually impact us now. So what's happened in the past to what's happened us now. All right. Of course, we have a myriad of different types of communities communities amongst the diaspora here in the United States of America. All right, from the north to the south to the east to the west to the Midwest, however you want to call it, Pacific Northwest, Florida. All right, because Florida ain't really the South. That's a weird place. But with
I got you on that.
With that being said, right, one thing that we can take a look at and that we can see is what exists in all of those places, all right, is a history of systemic racism, right? What we have to understand is that the United States government, starting in the 1930s throughout the 1950s until they did the Highway Act, where they started building highways through our communities and using eminent domain and all that, the Act of 1956, right? Prior to that, they studied our communities. They studied them for over 20 years, all right, to figure out how we move, right? To see if we wanted to set up businesses, all right, how we went about purchasing homes, all right, like it was bad. And what they did is that they stripped us of the ability to pass down generational wealth. So I just want you to take a moment and just like follow me and listen. Because what they did was they took those, they called it redlining, seriously, because literally when they were mapping these out, all right, for the HOLC, when they were mapping these neighborhoods out, what they did was they literally took a red marker and they would draw, all right, a red square, all right, a red circle, whatever shape it was that they wanted to draw, all right, and they would identify that neighborhood as a Black neighborhood. And then what they would do with that is that they would say these homes will be rated as C or rated as D, all right. We're not lending in these areas. All right. So they robbed us of equity in our homes. All right. We were still paying taxes, right? We were still paying taxes. We were tax-paying citizens. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
But those taxes, all right, while they were robbing us of equity in our home, the ability to pass down generational wealth, they were taking our tax money and they were putting them into other communities. They weren't putting them into our communities. Additionally, another thing is that due to systemic racism, all right, and also the white supremacists need to pit people, triangulation, because they ain't nothing but narcissists, all right, to pit the Black man against the Asian man, all right, what they did was they didn't allow us to open up businesses.
Yeah, but model citizens.
Exactly. Model minorities. You got it. You got it.
Yeah, model minorities, yes.
So they wouldn't let us get a loan to open up a business in our neighborhood. All right. But the Chinese immigrant could come into our neighborhood and they can open up a restaurant. All right. The Korean immigrant could come into our neighborhood and open up a hair store. You know?
Yes, ma'am. So and countless gas stations, you know? Like
exactly. So here's, and also white flight is another thing too, because they told them that we were scary, we were bad, right? So they ran out of those neighborhoods and then we came in, and when we came in, our neighborhoods, I really need for us, like, I think everybody would benefit from watching a documentary on redlining, and it's something that we might actually do today. I think that's something we need to do, because here's the thing, right? Whatever we get, you already know that we make it better. You already know.
Yeah.
You know that. You know that when we have been left to our own devices without their interference, right? What we do is we build from the ground up, we get it out of the mud, and we do well. We are successful and we are resilient. We do a fantastic job. And what did they do? They come in and they destroy it. All right. Instead of using violence by force, they use violence by the pen, is what they did. Yeah. And so we still see the effects of that today. All right. We have de facto segregation in many, many of our neighborhoods. All right. Simply because these are remnants of the past.
Yeah. Now, see, like I've had conversations. Let me say I work with so many Trump supporters. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, and I was starting to lean to the Republicans. I was starting to lean Republican, not MAGA. Now, don't get me wrong, not MAGA. but Republicans. I like Republicans like Rand Paul.
You
Okay.
like libertarians. Go ahead.
My thing about Rand was like during the BLM movement when that was taking place. What got me, first of all, I like Rand because I said anybody that grew up in the house with Ron Paul, we should at least hear him out. You know what I mean? Secondly, Rand Paul, he reached across the aisles. When it was heartbreaking to watch a mob of people surround Rand Paul and his wife chanting, "Say her name, say her name." And you look at their face of Rand and his wife and they're terrified because they don't know what this mob is capable of. And this mob doesn't know that they have the wrong Republicans surrounded. He don't have to say her name. He didn't sit here and take pictures and take knees with people. No, he went and he wrote legislation and named it the Breonna Taylor bill. He don't got to say her name. He wrote legislation. He did his job. And that's my issue with a lot of the Democratic leadership, like a Nancy Pelosi at that time, when we're watching them, hold hands and take knees and do all these symbolic things. I don't want symbolic change. I want real change that we can see. You see what I mean? And in my opinion, Rand Paul, he did that, and we have to at least give him, because he went against his own party. He put his own neck out there. We see what Trump is doing to Republicans that are going against him. He's primarying them. He's burying them. So he put his own.
Here's the thing, because here the media can be a son of a bad word sometimes, right? All right, because you mentioned the Breonna Taylor bill, but you only mentioned Rand Paul, right? You didn't mention that also Cory Booker, a Democrat, Cory Booker, and also Morgan
I
McGarvey.
left that out on purpose.
And Morgan McGarvey, a Democrat from Kentucky. All right. They all they all
it
wrote
wasn't
this
fitting
bill
my
together.
narrative, so I didn't bring that up. It wasn't fitting my
narratives.
narrative.
I try to do. I ain't gonna hold you, like, for real. Like, when I engage in conversations like this, especially with Black folks, I'm genuine as fuck. Like, for real.
Yeah.
So if you aren't gonna be genuine, and if you're not gonna be
No, I'm being
intellectually
genuine.
honest, then I'm gonna get upset.
I said that pretty lightly. I'm
Okay.
quite sure you
I
heard
got
the
you.
laughter in the background.
'Cause
Yeah, it was said lightly. I like to keep it light because I've made calls like this before, and it's real hostile. And you have done a great job of not turning it hostile.
But here's the thing. I wanted to actually bring up something for you. Listen, we hold the Democratic Party. We hold the Democratic Party accountable with our vote by getting them up out of office. If we don't like what they're doing, then what we do is we vote them out of office. All right, because that is our choice. That is our right. All right, which was codified and affirmed via the Voting Rights Act. But right now, what we have here in the United States of America is we have the Republican Party. The Republican Party taking away our voting power.
I was waiting to go there. Because I just seen the march in Salem. Is that how you say it?
The march in Salem from the 60s, I think it was 63 or 62 or 63. Or are you talking about the march in Memphis?
There was a recent one.
Oh, there was a recent one?
Recent one.
Oh, cool.
Yes,
ma'am.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. And it looked to me, it kind of looked like a mockery, because now I have a question. The gerrymandering thing, how often has this happened? I mean, honestly, we gerrymander about every 3 to 4 years. We're gerrymandering.
It's actually supposed to happen. They redraw District 6 typically every 10 years, because it's supposed to happen after the census, because it's supposed to be based off of population.
Okay, because I could have swore the last gerrymandering happened under the Biden administration. I could be wrong.
It'd have been around 21, 22, because it'd have been after the 2020 census. This is mid-decade mid-decade redistricting is what's happening. And what we have is we have a Supreme Court, all right, that leans conservatively, and they are pretty much saying, haven't we done enough for you? I mean, John Roberts pretty much said that in 2013 when they struck down the pre-clearance provision in Section 5 of the Voting Rights Act. Are you familiar with the pre-clearance provision and what it did?
No, ma'am.
So the pre-clearance provision actually put it into place where certain states, counties, and towns like that, like pretty much the South, right? And before they did anything in regards to voting, whether it be a law or ordinance, whatever, if they were a part of the pre-clearance provision, then they had to get permission from the district court in DC or from the Department of Justice. All right.
Yeah.
John Roberts famously struck that down and wrote the majority opinion for it. And he pretty much said is that the calculation that they use to determine whether or not, all right, something is racist in its nature, just to keep it pretty simple, is no longer applicable. Is no longer applicable because this is in the 60s or the 70s. So he pretty much, So it's like, haven't we done enough for you? And no, you haven't done enough because gerrymandering isn't redistricting. Gerrymandering is actually allowing politicians to choose their voters rather than voters choosing their politicians. That is why, all right, you can have a district that starts in the southern part of your state that goes all the way up to the northern part of your state. All right. People like here in Arizona, people in northern Arizona and Flagstaff have very vastly different needs than people in Tucson. But yet, that's how districts work. It's pretty much cheating.
And you're out of Arizona?
I live in Arizona now. I'm from Virginia.
Okay. Hey, man, you're living in a beautiful state right now. I love that state. But
it's hot.
Moving past that, I just want one more subject, and then I'll be off of your line here. And like I said, please, thank you so much for breaking a lot of this down, and thank you for listening, because it's just like I've been asking a lot of questions, these exact questions online, and everybody, it gets crickets. Nobody touches that, because it just with the reparations thing, everybody it was crickets. But moving past that, oh gosh, I've lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
I just want to know, you moving forward, because you said that you were starting to lean Republican, right? So I take it that did you vote for Donald? You didn't vote for Trump in 2024, did you?
Ma'am, I actually sat that one out, and I pushed him. I pushed others to vote for him, but I did not. I could not do it because I could not sit here and rub elbows with some of the all the white supremacists over here voting for Trump. I couldn't. I'm about to crash. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
I don't know why you letting this nigga ramble.
But I did not vote.
You got to fundraise. Got to do a PSA.
I'm trying to be kind. So my question for you is this: what do you plan to do in November?
That it's still up in the air, because one of the things.
What is up in the air? I really have to know. I really have to know what is up in the air.
Okay,
if you see all that is going on, what's up in the air?
This is the reason that it's up in the air. What I'm fearing as an American, is I'm fearing a left-wing Trump administration. That's what I'm fearing. I'm fearing for the Democrats to take power, and pretty much this is all about retaliation. Boom, boom, boom. Same thing that Trump did when he came back in. I was on board with Trump with the no tax on overtime, and these were the things that I felt that he was saying that was speaking to me, and it had me like, you know what? Nobody else is talking to me. You know, nobody else is talking about the no tax or nobody else is talking about making my life better. Now, granted, he did pass that, but it wasn't what we thought it was going to be. It wasn't what it wasn't what he presented. And I'm coming to find out that it never is when it comes to politicians. It's never what they say it's going to be. You know what I mean?
How old are you?
I'm 44.
44?
Yes.
You have to figure out what's important to you. You do. I'm gonna keep it polite, really, because you don't know what it is that you're gonna do, but I think you have to figure out what's important to you, and then also what's important to the people that are around you. And it does depend on where you live, because shit, But like, do you have anyone
I'm
in
from
your?
Indiana. I'm from Indiana.
Indiana?
I live in Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
and so I'm in a red state. You know what I mean? And
yeah, I get that part, but here's the thing. I'm so sorry. Here's the thing. All right, because I have to do a commercial break in just a moment. But here's the deal. Do you like what's happening in the United States right now? Like, do you like all of the funding cuts that he's done to the social programs? So like with the parents not being able to provide food for their children. So we got children going to sleep hungry. Like, do you like him, cutting funding to caregiver services for parents who take care of their disabled children full time? So forcing these parents to go to work. So who's going to take care of their child? And so it puts them pretty much between a rock and a really fucked up place. Excuse my English.
Yeah. No, you're good. I have a saying that, if you vote every year, if you vote every 4 years, like you have a gun to your head, eventually you will. And what I mean by that is they're not going to get my vote. And I would advocate that everyone do not give either party your vote unless you have some kind of guarantee that they are going to deal with the issues that you take, personal, that you,
Hey, you sound like you got a lot of complaints, good sir. You sound like you have a lot of complaints. You got a lot of lip and you got a lot of mouth. I'm here to tell you, and I'm sure your mama told you, your daddy told you, your family member told you that lip don't do nothing.
Hey, let's not start that.
I need listen. I ain't cussed you. I ain't cussed you or nothing. So I need to take this. All right. You got a lot of mouth,
it's been cold.
And I'm telling you right now that mouth ain't doing nothing for your family, ain't doing nothing for you, and ain't doing nothing for this country. You want to fix things? You want to talk about utilizing your voice, the things that your ancestors died for? That means you vote. We're not always going to have the perfect candidates. At bare minimum, some of the people that we're voting for in this midterms election are going to hold the line, because I think the Trump administration is giving us one clear... They've given us a clear and blatant example of what happens when they get in power. You want to complain about Democrats not doing enough? I agree with you. They don't. But you know what they don't do? They don't regress. We're not fighting with the Voting Rights Act, Section 2 specifically. We're not dealing with the weakening of our vote under Democrats. At bare minimum, they don't expand it. We're not dealing with ICE being able to round up people like us, our African brothers even with accents, just because of the color of their skin or the language that they speak, which often turns out to people like us, American-born citizens, also being attacked. We're not dealing with that under Democrats. We're not dealing, we are dealing with the rich getting richer, but at least we have some limitations on it. So if you want to talk about taking this country back and holding back on the powers of this administration by taking us day in, day out into fascism, then you need to vote.
The prosecutor and locked up black people?
Oh my God.
Was that? Since you went there and you came off very disrespectful, did Kamala lock up black people?
Yeah. Let's talk about that. First and foremost, shut up.
At a time.
First and foremost,
hey, caller, let Hector speak, and then you'll respond. Okay,
I got you, Hector.
Go ahead, Hector.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, come
cool,
on now.
Great, wonderful, fantastic. So first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, theys, thems, and stupid niggas, welcome into the live. I'm going to need you guys to do me the favor. Erica is fundraising for an individual. Erica is fundraising for an individual today, and unfortunately, she's been too busy letting people ramble to do it, so I'll fucking do it. Erica is fundraising for someone today who needs help.
Fucked up.
Someone who cannot pay their rent because they lost their job due to actions of this goddamn administration. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys hit up the links in her bio to help her raise money for this fantastic, well, she ain't shit to me, but to everybody else, she's a fantastic, I'm just joking. She's a fantastic individual. We're trying to help her pay her rent. Please make sure you donate to the links in the bio. She is fundraising for the individual. Their name is Nat, and they're down in the chat. I would greatly appreciate it if y'all took care of that. And please do all the other things with the engagement. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to do a full PSA in a second once I'm done addressing this clown. Okay? Back to this guy. You want to talk about Kamala Harris locking up black men? What branch of the government did Kamala Harris serve in? Sir, what branch of the government did Kamala Harris serve in?
Judicial.
No,
wasn't
incorrect.
she a part of the judicial
She served
branch?
in the executive and the legislative branch. She did not serve in the judicial branch. But now that you've gotten that piece of education, since she did not serve in the judicial branch, she could not have, quote unquote, locked up black men or any man for that matter, because that would be the actions of a judge. She was in the legislative branch or the executive branch in terms of her prosecuting, or better yet, her office prosecuting, because she was the district attorney general of the state and then the attorney general of the state. And Kamala Harris, in no way, shape, or form, writes the laws. The laws that say if you find a nugget in their damn backpack or a nugget in their floor seat, you have to give them 10 years to life. That is not Kamala Harris's doing. In fact, she rallied and advocated against those laws. That didn't change the fact that she was a prosecutor, which means when the cases came across her desk, her and her office had to prosecute them. So you know what she did to work around that? Because again, she's not a legislator, so she could not change the law. She started the Back on Track program in the state of California. The Back on Track program was a program that showed if you just had a minor offense, particularly with MJ, you were then allowed to sign up for this program, which gave you like aid, job placement, counseling, so on and so forth. And upon your successful completion of this program, guess what? Your record was scratched. No one would have to walk around for the rest of their life for just having a little ounce on them just because they got pulled over by the police. That's what Kamala Harris was able to do. And then as a senator, she went ahead and sponsored against the not only the, what's the term I'm looking for? Decriminalization, but the legalization of the substance in the state, because that's when she had the power to do it. Kamala Harris did not lock up black men. It was not only in her power not to do so, but even in the instances of other people like Jamal Truelove and all these other clowns, that wasn't even her. That was Linda Allen, another prosecutor who worked in her office or district. So I don't know who told, actually I do know who told you. This lie was started by Tulsi Gabbard on the 2020 debate stage when she said Kamala Harris locked up 2,000 black men. First and foremost, it wouldn't all be black men. That was stupid. She just said that to separate Kamala Harris from her people. Secondly, out of those 1,976 convictions that you'd be referencing during her tenure as a district attorney and then attorney general, only 45 of them went to state prison. You know why? Because when you go to almost done. When you go to state prison, it's also because you have other charges, other substantial, humongous charges, such as beating the fuck out of somebody, robbing a store, killing niggas. That's the shit that will land you in state prison. And then you just so happen to have some nuggets on you, so they're gonna put a charge on that too. Those are the people who did prison time. For everyone else, it was reduced, especially if you went through the Back on Track program. That's what she did for black people, for all people. So before you go up on another live talking about her locking up black men, know your shit about California.
All right. Fair enough. You know, I'm not from California. Fair enough.
Do you believe that black women are under attack?
That's a good question.
Do I believe black women are under attack?
Yes.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
Do you believe that black women are under attack by white supremacy, by our government, specifically under this administration, and even by some other black men?
Yes. Let's go with that. Yes.
Okay. Do you think you're serving a black woman well when you come up on this panel speaking to another black woman, spreading misinformation about a black woman?
Okay. All right. That was not my intent, first and foremost. That was not my intent. And me and myself and this young lady, we were having a quite cordial conversation. You jumped in there hot instead of explaining
Hey, bro, stay
yourself
on the issues. Don't cry.
calmly.
Don't stay on the issues. I don't believe for a
Nobody's
second that it
crying.
was
Come
your
on now.
intent.
Come on
I'm
now,
not here to
bro.
argue
Like,
your intent. I'm here to argue your impact. The impact of people like you, whether intentionally or unintentionally, that contributed to the loss of Kamala Harris in the 2024 election. That got us in this mess to begin with. Mind you, reparations are super duper important to you. Kamala Harris was the only candidate on the 2024 election who spoke at the National Association of Black Journalists about opening up a reparations commission, another one, mind you, to actually get down to the root of the problem, to actually get some niggas some money.
She's going to get mollywopped again. I'm not your problem.
Because of people like you touting the stuff that you're touting?
Can I have 10 seconds of your time? Okay. I'm not your problem. Your problem should have been with Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Harris, my bad.
Erica Poole.
But I'm not the issue there. She did not run a good campaign. That's why she got mollywopped. Hold on. And then the problem is we don't listen to the voters. We don't listen to the voters. You got mollywopped in all 50 states. And instead of saying, okay, let us go back to the drawing board and look at this again, the Democratic Party says, hey, Joe, you should step down and let Kamala be the president for the last couple of weeks. No, listen to the people. If the people
that's not what happened. I can assure you that you know next to nothing about her campaign and her policies. Before you go down this road, please, sir, don't make me school you some more, because the next time I will be cussing directly at you if you keep talking shit about Kamala Harris.
Was Biden asked to step down and let Kamala be the president for the last couple of weeks?
The presidential candidate for 2024. Kamala Harris wasn't running the country in 2024.
I know this. When Biden was president,
nigga, you literally just said he stepped down and she was running shit.
In your ears.
That's what you just said.
When Biden was president, was he asked to step down and let Kamala be the president for the remainder of his term?
No.
After he lost the election to Trump.
No, there's no sufficient or credible reports of that anywhere whatsoever.
Yes.
No, that did not happen.
Yes, it did happen,
didn't.
ma'am. It did.
That may have happened at the barbershop. All right, that may have happened around the water cooler. It did not happen within the Biden administration.
That conversation took place in the Oval Office, ma'am.
Sir,
you believe?
Sir, may I tell you something, please? I just want to tell you something. Can I tell you something? Please.
Yes,
Allow me
ma'am.
just,
Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
All right, just give me a second.
He's saying, I don't hate you. Right. I just hate all of the choices that you make. Because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make. Mm-hmm. That's all. So,
yo, shout out to Cheeky. Cheeky sent $100 off rip and said this dude is obnoxious and disingenuous. Drop him. But this is for the fundraiser. Yes, ma'am, Cheeky. Yes, ma'am. Drop him if you want, but this is for the fundraiser. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I said to end it for a good cause. Thank you so very much to our friend Cheeky. Drop those hearts in the chat. Drop all of the hearts in the chat. Drop them. All right. Drop them. Okay. Let me add that to our total here. Okay. All right. Also, shout out to our friend Dean for the $2 over Venmo. Dean said the settlement is unconstitutional, not a law. That's how he did it. Even the judge said there was no settlement. Exactly. There's no settlement. All right. This is some random ass fund that they're using discretionary funding for. I want y'all to know that this is discretionary funding. All right. That's why we're calling it a slush fund. All right. And also, Congress has not appropriated this money. All right. That goes against the Appropriations Act. Like the Appropriations Clause. Donald Trump is going against the law. Why would we want that to happen?
Call from.
Keep calling.
Robbie.
Hi, Robbie. Hold one moment, please, in the middle of a commercial break. Okay, drop those hearts in the chat for Jean. Also, shout out to Shauna. Shauna, thank you so much, friend, for the $25. Shauna said, for a natty, I'm her favorite, by the way. You think you are, but okay. I'll let you have it. That's cool. Also, drop those hearts in the chat for Shauna. Also, Neely sent 10 and said, for Nat, you're awesome. Thank you so very much, Neely. Shout out to Sick of Society for the 5 for Miss Nat. And also over on PayPal, shout out to, all right, I want to make sure I can say your name, from Ragdolls63, all right, sent $20 and said, want to help towards the cause. Erica, keep doing the good things. Well, thank you so very much, Ragdolls. I appreciate you, friend. Also, shout out to, go here to Manavan. Hi, Manavan. Manavan sent $20.40. I always appreciate Manavan because Manavan tries to cover the fee because it's a business account and it's so adorable. Thank you so very much, Manavan. I appreciate you, friend. And also, thank you very much to my A1 since day one, Miss Carol, for the $20. All right, Miss Carol sent this over with no note. I already know what it's for. Thank you so very much, Miss Carol. We appreciate you. Guys, drop some hearts in the chat for all of our donors here. Drop some hearts in the chat for our donors. All right, remember 75% of all donations are going towards Miss Nat to help her pay her rent. All right, and so far, what we've raised with all of our donations on this live is $181.80 is what we have right now, $181.80. And we have the ticker up top just to remind everyone, all right, that we are helping Miss Nat tonight. We're doing mutual aid and the links are in the bio. Thank you all so very much. Thank you, Mama Clock, for the cake. Appreciate you, friend. All right. Thank you so very much for all that you do because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. So again, remember, 75% of all donations to the pay links will be going towards Ms. Nat to help her pay her rent. In these times, guys, I know I said it before, and I'm likely going to say it again. We all we got, and we got to lean on each other. We are seriously all we got. I do not have Cash App, but Hector does. Hector talks with 2 R's. Just make sure you put for Nat. Hector talks with 2 R's for Nat. All right. And then Hector, get it over. Holy shit. Who is this? Who I think it is? Hey, friend. J Hobbs, thank you so very much for the $300 for Ms. Nat. Holy smokes. Can we get 3 fucking trillion hearts in the chat? All right. Oh my gosh, that's so fucking awesome. Thank you so very much to J Hobbs. You are friggin' awesome. Thank you. J
Hobbs, you the motherfucking G.
Let's go. And shout out to my bestie, Dan, for the 10 from Miss Nat. Thank you so very much, Dan. Drop some hearts in the chat for our donors, guys. Y'all are friggin' awesome. Let's go. Let's friggin' go. All right. Fantastic. So what I'm about to do is, all right, at the 75%, we're now at $368.85 in total. All right. 75% of all donations for Miss Nat. So $368.85. All right. Let me put that on a sticky note. And I'm about to reach Miss Nat, because I know you got some things earlier. If you would, friend, reach out to me on the on Discord so we can know how much you have in total. Okay. Y'all are friggin' awesome. Thank you all so very much. Let's get into this call and let's keep doing all of the good things. Again, we're doing mutual aid for Miss Nat. The links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you don't have any of those, but you do have Cash App, Hector said I can use his. I didn't ask. I just assumed, and here we are. So it's Hector Talks with 2 R's. Hector Talks with 2 R's. And just make sure you note that it is for Miss Nat. But I'm also going to say, don't be afraid to show love to Hector, too. He's friggin' awesome, and he's here. And Hector's the bad guy tonight. I just want to let y'all know that. I'm being really nice today. I don't know if you all noticed. I'm trying to turn a new leaf. I hope you all noticed and you enjoyed it. No, Cheeky? Okay. All right. I'm just saying I'm trying. I am trying. Get back into this phone call. What?
Please focus on Nat. But if you just so happen to want to give something to me because you're rich or something, it doesn't matter because if it's specifically for me, I'm giving 70% to Nat. So it doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
Help Nat.
Yes, please help Miss Nat. That's most important. Oh, no, I don't feel like I did the math right on that. I want to make sure I do the math right. Hold on one moment. So I didn't do the math right. I'm doing the math over because I don't like that. I don't be playing with people money. I want y'all to know that. I'm very serious.
It took me long enough, but I finally did mugs. I finally got the mugs up.
You got mugs? Big screen?
Never mugs. I'm about to do a white one too. So give me a second.
Awesome.
Got the mugs going. Oh, I just added Kamala down there. I didn't have that on the shirts, but it's on the sleeve. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's
we got the
neat.
mugs. So yay!
Oh, that's super cool. You can shrink yourself.
Okay.
Plus 300. Plus
I do that on here.
10.
This shit is different. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Now, okay. So now we have it correct. All right. I made sure. I was like, that number didn't seem right. My apologies, guys. The correct number is $414.30. Thus far, 75% of all donations from Ms. Nat. We're currently at $414.30. So boom, we're doing awesome. We're doing friggin' awesome. Keep it going, guys. Let's get into this phone call and let's see what happened. Remember, I'm the good cop and Hector is the irate, hungry cop. He needs some coffee and a donut. Hi, caller. Thank you so much for holding. All right. You're a Trump supporter?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Are you a Trump supporter?
So I would say I am a slight right, but I am not quite a Trump supporter, but I do kind of align with some of the stuff, but also kind of don't align the same right.
Okay. For just first things first, for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
I am 24, just literally turned 2 days ago. 24.
Oh, cool. Happy belated birthday. So why, okay, whatever it is that you are supporting, why are you still supporting Trump?
So I do support Trump on stuff like immigration, stuff like that. When I was more watching your stream, we were talking about reparations and stuff. So I kind of wanted to chime in from a white person's sake, where I actually kind of agree with some of the stuff that you guys are saying, but I also kind of have a little bit of a different opinion as well.
I'm sorry, I'm processing. I'm trying to decide if I want to engage. Okay, go ahead. Let's hear it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I do agree with some of the things you guys were saying. I didn't even really know about, like history-wise. I was like, I definitely do understand it because I come from a very country point of view, and I definitely can see where you guys are coming from and how government kind of could definitely help you guys. I would more say I would like to see more community, like funding into the community, not as much like a monthly allowance to people. I would more just want to see people's taxes going into Black communities. You know what I mean? I would definitely agree with you guys that we need to rebuild communities and stuff like that, where people are kind of like in a poor sense. Does that make sense?
Not necessarily. Keep going. We're listening.
Okay. Like in poor communities, I really feel like putting as much money as we possibly can in the budget as possible. I feel like if you have a rich community, of course, I feel like less taxes should go there and more taxes should go into poor communities. But where I disagree is just going and giving money to families type thing.
That's not what reparations is, though. It's not just about money. It's a lot more than money. So is that part? So is that part? That's
okay.
The only thing I can say to you. I don't know if I would actually have a conversation about like what type of reparations. All right, I think Black people should get in the United States of America, right? Simply because of the fact that you're not Black. I wouldn't have that conversation with a white person. And I do say that kindly if it matters.
I understand that. I respect that. I just was not exactly on debate with it. I just wanted to kind of hear where you guys' opinion was.
Mm-hmm. That's understandable.
Yeah, and I have nothing against your guys' opinions at all. I actually listened for about an hour, and I respected a lot of the stuff you guys had to say. I just also, I get fed a lot, but I also haven't really lived the lifestyle or any of that as well.
Mm-hmm. So I think
I kind of more came into with a learning edge, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I can totally understand that.
Like my question.
No, I totally get where you're coming from. What I would say for you is this, right? is sincerely, like, it's the research. So start with the research. You're going to want to read books. I think you should start off with books. The first book that I would give you to read, and this is the only book recommendation I'm going to make, and you have to take it from here, all right, is White Fragility. You want to read the book, White Fragility. You start from there, and then you can start digging into the actual, like, history. You can start digging into the history because it's all political.
Yep, and so I went and ate dinner, so I didn't know if it was the same person that Hector was talking to about 45 minutes ago. The person I just heard before me, and I was like, "What the heck happened?" It was like a normal dialogue, and out of nowhere, it got like absolutely insane.
Oh no, that guy was full of poop. He was full of poop.
No, I gotcha. I debate for fun, but I don't professionally debate, so I don't like.
You got a problem with how I
do my
talk?
calls.
Oh God.
I have no problem with how you talk. I had a problem with we were having, like, I was listening to a normal discussion, and then that guy, it was just a full-on rage thing. I was wondering what that
Yeah,
guy
cool.
was
Let me
talking
tell you
about.
exactly why that conversation went where it went. Because it ended in
Okay.
misogynor. Do you know what that word means?
Misogyny?
Misogynor. Do you know what that means?
No, I've heard of the close word that I just said, but no.
Got you.
No.
Let me give you a rundown. So I've had to sit here and endure for about 2 hours now. Two niggas come up and just fucking ramble with a bunch of stupid, nonsensical bullshit that always falls back onto them blaming black women for shit they're not in control of, or Democrats for some reason. That guy specifically, when all else failed, wanted to cry about the world and not vote. Do you vote, sir?
So I am a centrist, and I haven't voted in the last two elections because I didn't like the both parties.
Okay, I'll reserve my judgment for you. I'll reserve my judgment for you. But here's my stance. My stance is, if you have the power, if you have the power to change something, you should change it. If you can use your voice to impact something that will benefit people's lives, you should do so. And if you don't, I think you're a waste of space. I'm not talking to you specifically. I'm talking about in general. So the last guy is who I would call a waste of space. Crying about how the world works would do absolutely nothing to change it. And then when he got backed into a corner, fell back to Kamala Harris, blamed the black woman. She had a failed campaign, yet he didn't even know what the fuck her role was in California. That's why I crashed out. Because Erica here has been trying to fundraise for an individual who needs help. She's been trying to benefit people's lives, while that nigga just needed a fucking therapist. So that's why I crashed out. I will not be doing the same with you. You seem like an all right guy who just has questions. I just wanted to articulate why I crashed out. And you may have been over there thinking, wow, who's this rude nigga up here? I'm sure you didn't say nigga. You're better than that. Who's this rude nigga up here just yelling at people? I just wanted to tell you why I was the rude nigga yelling at people. I'm going back on mute. You have a great day, sir.
I don't think you were rude at all. I was listening to you and her talk to a guy like 45 minutes ago. It was cordial, and I thought the guy almost kind of sounded the same in a way. And I'm not trying to be rude whatsoever, the other caller. So I thought it was the same person. Because I had to walk away for like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, caller, I want you to go get that book. All right. White Fragility, Robin DiAngelo.
If I can just say one more thing, because I might even make that guy feel a little better about me. So I didn't vote presidentially, but I did vote for Senate and House of Representatives, and I did a 2-1 Democrat to Republican split. Just because I really liked the Republican at the time. He didn't win. He just had, it was more like economy and stuff like that, and he wasn't, I don't know, as
what do you
much
plan to
going
do
on
in the
with
midterms?
the war and stuff in Israel. Huh?
What do you plan to do in the midterms?
I don't think we have anything here in Maryland for midterms, unless I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it was a lot of last.
Every House seat is up for grabs.
Every House seat?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really researched too much into it, to be honest.
1 moment, please. Give me 1 second.
Yep. if I could just say, I also really do sometimes struggle with the midterms because it's always those commercials and where they're just arguing over each other and just saying so much bad about each other to the point it's kind of hard to actually understand what the actual facts is, because I feel like every commercial or ad I see is just them barking at each other.
That's why you got to read. You do. I'm serious. You got to do your research and you have to read. So like Maryland's primary is coming up on June 23rd. There are no Senate seats. So like Van Hollen and I think it's like Ash something, I can't remember her name. They're safe. But you do have 8 House seats up for grabs in Maryland. So I would definitely say, but you only get to vote for your district. So make sure you vote in your primary. All right. Vote in your primary, and then of course make sure you vote on November 3rd, because this election that's coming up is extremely consequential, because we are trying to undo quite a few things that the Trump admin has been able to do within the last 16 months. So it is very consequential. I just want you to understand that. It's very important. You think about what's important to you, to those around you, and utilize your empathy and get out there and vote for the best interest, like yourself and the people around you.
Of course.
Yeah, but definitely take that, do that book, get the book, White Fragility. Make sure that you also do your research. You hear something, you have a question about it, look into it, or you talk to people that you believe are more knowledgeable than you are. And research what it is that they say. Fact check them too. Don't just take their word for it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And I just want to say, I thank you guys for the respectful call. I apologize. The last guy wasn't so nice.
No worries. Not your fault.
I just want to say thank you to the chat for listening. I hope I'm not getting too many roast comments in there.
No, you're good. No one's roasting you. You're good. They're just saying do your research. That's all. We implore you. But thank you for calling in. I hope you have a great night.
Yeah, I hope you and Hector get some more good callers in where it can be a respectful debate.
Yeah.
I was a little uneducated on the topic of reparations. I wanted to ask some questions about it because I get fed more countries inside of it, so I don't get to hear both sides and stuff like that. And
yeah, I would just say if your people were done wrong, think of it this way. If your people were done wrong for centuries and you still have this barrier that you have to get over just to be seen as good as, all right, those who have been historically in power, would you want some type of restitution for it? Some reparations to make whole again?
Yep, I gotcha. I just hope the only thing I really hope in the process is it, like you guys said, is U.S. government doing it. I would struggle to 100% agree with it if it was coming out of like taxes and paying dollars, because I don't even know where half of the taxes I send to them go.
To the roads and infrastructure around you. But here's what I would suggest you do. Just keep listening and make sure you follow Hector too at Hector Talks with 2 R's. All right. Follow Politics with Matt. Check him out. Like go watch some of Dan Malik's old videos. These are all names. You can rewind this video to get these names, but it's people with fantastic information. All right. And won't steer you in the wrong direction. But again, fact check us too. Nothing wrong with doing so. Okay. All right.
For sure. I really thank you guys for your all time.
Of course. You have a great night. Bye-bye.
You too. Yep.
All right. Drop those hearts in the chat. That was good. That was fun. All right. So that person's not loading for some reason. Okay. All right. Let me say some thank yous here. Okay. Let me start here. Thank you to, make sure I can say your name. Thank you to Michelle for the 10. Said thank you for what you do. Thank you, Michelle. You are greatly appreciated. Thank you very, very much. Also, thank you to Maya. Hey, Maya. Maya sent 15 and said, for now, also please remind the chat that Black women's labor ain't free and ain't. Thank you so very much, Maya. I appreciate you, friend. Also, drop some hearts in the chat 4. Let me get back over here. All right. Shout out them to Taylor. Hey, Taylor. Taylor sent 10. Thank you so much, Taylor. I appreciate you, friend. Also, Stacy sent 5 and said, fundraiser for Nat. Also, love a good Hector Smackdown. Who doesn't love a good Hector Smackdown? All right. Who doesn't? All right. Oh, thank you for the crabs. This is in honor of Dan, by the way. I miss my friend. I do. It's not like he wasn't just here earlier, but I miss my friend.
I do have things to read.
Okay.
First and foremost, should I do my Dean impression for this one?
Yes. Please.
All right, cool.
W's in the chat to Dan. I need to see big W's in the chat to Jazz for the $100 cash app. Thank you so much, Jazz. I appreciate you. He just dropped $100 down on Nat to help her. He said thanks, and I appreciate you so much, Nat. Big W's to you, Jazz. I need to see all the W's in the chat for Jazz.
Awesome.
God, that takes a lot to do.
It does. It's a lot of
seriously,
energy.
Jazz. Thank you so much.
But thank you so much, Jazz. That's fucking awesome.
These next two are confusing. So let me remind everyone. I said if you want to donate to me, sure, that's fine, but I will be donating 70% of anything y'all send for me specifically to Nat. I have 2 donations here that do not clarify if it's for Nat or not. Not to mention, you have no reason to send money to me if it's for Nat unless it's through Cash App, because then you can use Erica's links. So this was sent to Venmo and PayPal. I don't know who the fuck this was for, but W said...
W's in the chat to Taylor for the $5 Venmo. Thank you so much.
That's
all
for
Taylor said was a
you.
period. And that's right, period, boo. Thank you so much, Taylor. WCU. And big W's in the chat to Michelle for the $10 PayPal payment. Michelle did not send a message. All Michelle wanted to do is send me some love. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
That's for you. Awesome. Taylor sent that to you. She's showing love to you. And so I can't remember the last name. The last person is sending that to you also. Yeah. So, guys,
I just wanted to double check, Taylor. I'm going to send you some love right back.
Jesus Christ.
Shit.
Jesus Christ, it's killing me, man. Let's just stop. Don't do it again. I'm trying to keep a straight face. I'm a professional. All right. With that being said, guys, because we're doing 75% of all donations are going towards Ms. Nat. So far, what we are at is a whopping total of $523.05. Shout out to y'all. 523.05. Let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. Thank you all so very much. All right. As you can see in the ticker above the prompt, all right, we are doing mutual aid for Ms. Nat. We're helping Ms. Nat pay her rent. She's currently out of work right now due to having a required surgery, and we want to make sure that, of course, she keeps a roof over her head. So many of us are in need of help right now, and it's just so much that is going on here, and we are all we got. Okay, so let's just keep doing all of the good things. Y'all are friggin' amazing. And I thank you all so very much. All right, let's just keep doing all of the good things. Links in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everythingwitherica9@gmail.com. And if you're over in the tube, you can send a super chat. Additionally, also another thing, I need to fix this. Additionally, all right, if you are sending a super chat, you're showing me love, okay? Super chat is for me. I can't do anything with the super chats in regards to Ms. Nat simply because of the fact that that's a once a month payout. So all donations towards the pay links, 75% go to Ms. Nat, all right? My tubers, I love y'all. I really, really do. I appreciate y'all so very much. And I'm gonna get to y'all in just a moment, I promise. But I feel like something else I need to do. I'm confused. I forgot. Hector, I forgot.
What do you forget?
I don't remember. I forgot. Oh, I want to share. We don't have a caller over on the tube. I'm going to refresh, and we don't have anyone in the box. So I am going to... Russ, please. Okay? Russ, no. Shout out to my fellow Arizonan out there. African. I said it correctly. African night. Even though I call him half African. I do. I call him half African. I do. I'm tired. Oh, can I show you all something that Bubba did that he put together this past weekend? Guess what it is. If you just guess what it is, like, I'll show it to you. You don't have to guess exactly what it is. What do you think he put together? Yeah, exactly. Legos. It was that easy. Okay. This shit is cool. I don't even know what this is, but this shit is cool. Right?
That is dope.
Like, my mom got this for him. So his grandma got this set for him, and he put it together over the weekend. And yeah, that kid loves some Legos, like a lot. Yeah. And like it rolls, it opens up, it does stuff. It's so cool. Like he's really, I think he wants like every single Star Wars Lego. Hey, Hector, do you know this boy? I don't want to say it because I was like, bro, that's like a Christmas and a birthday gift. I don't know what you think this is, right? But he wants this Star Wars Lego. It's like, I guess, the Legos of all Legos. And it's like $600 and something.
Bombaclat?
Bombaclat. Rasclat. Or the fuck he thought this was. And then he also said that he wanted to go to Legoland for Christmas. I said, bruh, no. No, I said, you can't do both of those. I said, you choose. You choose now. Which one do you want?
Kids are expensive.
Kids are very expensive. No, it's a something. Shoot, I don't know. Matter of fact, he's of course texted to me so I can see. But I will say this in the meantime while I'm looking at that. If you are a Trump supporter, go ahead and request up. Get in a box. You are the demographic of people we'd like to have a conversation with. You are who we want to talk to. All right, request up, or you can call the number on your screen, 720. What's my number? 720-295-4868. Again, that's 720-295-4868. All right, I'm looking for what he sent me. I don't know if I'm going to find it. Anywho, do we have anyone in the box sector? If you are able to check.
Just a mutual. Mutuals, get out the box.
Oh, yeah, no, unless you're Miss Nat, which I do need to check. Let's see here. Okay, I wanted to show you all something. So far for Miss Nat, I know initially she needed a total of, let me make sure you get the right number. All right, she needed a total of 815. 815. So I ain't gonna hold y'all. If we can get her to if we can get Miss Nat up to 1,000, I think that'll be absolutely awesome. All right, just a little padding. But right now we are at 523.05, so that is less than $300 away from the goal for Miss Nat. Right, and remember, it's 75% of all donations. I know me, myself, and I. All right, I know that I sent 50 earlier today. All right, so Miss Nat, if you could, can you let me know the total that you have, including this, and then we'll just go from there. Thank you, friend. Okay, all right. I wanted to show people the video that I did, but I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna show you the website. Guys, I put some new stuff over on the ericaeffect.com. ericaeffect.com. All right, put some new shit. We got a new drop. All right, and because it's a new drop, I feel like I should just play the song in the background for the full effect. Right, Hector? Doesn't that feel like only right? No?
Do it.
Okay, it's like a commercial. There we go. It only feels right to do it. So let me pull it up here. If I can find stuff, I be trying to move fast and I don't be moving fast at all. Boom. There we go. Wait, what the hell are you doing? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that would have been so sick with the beat drop. Bruh. But yeah. Uh-oh, y'all not tapping. Y'all not tapping. I got the puzzle piece. Y'all are not tapping.
Nat says she had 115.
115, added to it. Okay, so really? Okay, so plus 115. Okay, so far in total, we have 638.05, guys. 638.05. All right. That means that we're actually less than 200 away from the initial goal of $815. All right. Remember, 75% of all donations tonight go to Miss Nat. All right, so we're looking to get her up to, I'm saying 1,000, but you guys are fucking awesome. So please, please, please do drop some hearts in the chat for yourselves. All right, and let's make sure we are doing all of the good things. I feel like I have some more that I need to add in. So one thing at a time, Erica. First things first is, this is a new drop. We did new stuff over there, all right? I redid the hats because I like the hats, the fuck are we doing here hat, and also I did like the hate makes you stupid, right? But at the same time, the problem was I felt like it wasn't legible. So I am zooming in for you since you said you can't see. All right, so here we are. All right, this is my favorite one right here. Okay, when I come back after turning almost 60 again, I'm going to get this hat right here to fix it because I have the other one, but I'm going to get this one, and I think I'll get the other hat too. But here we are. See, comes in green and the camo and also a navy color and black. So it's pretty friggin' dope. All right, so we have that. And then also, this is the hate makes you stupid hat right here. See, hat makes you stupid cap. Keeping it simple. All right. You can find this at the ericaeffect.com. ericaeffect.com. Yep. So, and this one comes in a tan color too, because I thought it was cute. So there's that. So that's dope. ericaeffect.com. And we also have new shirts. I want to show you guys the shirts. Someone had requested camo before. Someone requested camo, so I said, okay, I'll make a camo shirt, and I made a camo shirt. So here it is, right here. Boom, did it. There you go. So this is the camo do all the good things shirt. All right, I'm gonna say the orange one is partially my favorite. That's like my second favorite one, maybe third. That's third favorite. All right, I like this color right here. I want to get this one or this color. I can't decide which one, but it's super cute. All right. This is the one that I'm going to get for Bubba right here. Boom. The black one. I'm getting the black one for Bubba because I like that one. So the black one for Bubba. All right. And it comes in like the sand and the natural color too. Yep. So if you guys would like to cop some merch, all right, you would be supporting a Black-owned business. All right, you can check out Erica Effect, ericaeffect.com. All right, that is the website. Thank you all so very much for the support. It is greatly appreciated. All right, all proceeds basically just go to the Lego fund. All right, I figure out everything else after that. Just gotta let you know. All right. Support the Lego fund. That's all I can say.
Lego fund is crazy.
Bro, yo. Parenting is a lot. It's a lot. They're always asking for stuff. See, Sabrina gets it. They say yes, it is, because it's true. Only request up if you are, in fact, a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. You are the demographic of people we'd like to have a conversation with. All right. If you are not a Trump supporter, by all means, get out my box. Hi, CJ. Are you a Trump supporter?
I'm not, but you need an endorsement deal with Lego. They need to cut you a check.
I know, right? That boy always wants some damn Legos. My head mod does not play. But you know what? You have a point, all right? But I'm not putting my kid on camera like that, so I can get no endorsement with no darn Legos. But you're right. 3 daughters in high school at the same time? Fuck that. One and done. One and done. Hey, Bubs, what's up?
Time to end that.
Huh?
Time to end the live stream.
Time to end the live stream? Why? Oh no, be careful with it. Don't be so. I'll help you.
Lego.
You said you need you. I said 6 or 7. We're almost there. We're fundraising for Miss Nat to help her, and we're almost there. So almost.
I don't care.
Okay.
don't care
You
what
do
the
care.
stats is.
You know why you do care?
Why?
Because you don't get good if you don't put good out.
Well, who's the snapped?
Huh? Miss Nat is one of my moderators on TikTok, and she's a nice lady.
Okay.
So helping her. There's that. Anywho, Trump supporters request up. You are the demographic of people I like to have a conversation with. Hector may participate, but I can't make you any promises. However, all right, I'm really chill today. I am proud of me. I'm just gonna let y'all know. I haven't crashed out. I'm so proud. I know, right? Like, so much. I don't know. Like, how do parents do like, oh, yes, thank you. So sorry. I do apologize. Give me 2 seconds here. I feel like I'm missing stuff. Also, I'm missing stuff over on friggin' YouTube also. Hector, how do you do this? What?
Same way you do.
Oh, okay, sure. All right. Let me see here. Give me just a second. I'm gonna do this right here. Oh wait, am I pulling the wrong one? There we go. Okay. All right. So, hey, Mr. Ty, thank you so much for the 5. Mr. Ty said, hey, E. All right, this for Nat. Also, I prefer the get in the ass, Erica. This nice one is not as fun. Mr. Ty, seriously? I be trying.
Damn.
I try, Mr. Ty. What are we doing? All right, I got that one. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, great. I did not. All right, awesome. Shout out to Mr. Ty. Drop those hearts in the chat. Mr. Ty is also a A1 since day one. Thank you. I appreciate you, friend. All right. Also, let me make sure here. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay. Taylor sent another 5 from his Nat. Thank you so much, Taylor. I appreciate you, friend. Taylor, it's not going to happen before the 31st, so I'm so sorry, but I appreciate you. So I am going to send you the address, though. I keep forgetting, and I'm going to send it to you on Discord, okay? So thank you so very much. Drop those hearts in the chat for Taylor and also for Mr. Ty. And Laura, thank you for the 2. Laura said, what's your favorite cut water? I got some because of you, and White Russian is not it. Ain't no way in hell you got a White Russian cut water. Why you do that? Don't do that. I like the margaritas. I haven't tried the pineapple or the strawberry margarita, but I have tried the lime. It's all right. But I prefer the mango margarita. You tried the White Russian? Why would you do that? Oh, they have a Mai Tai? I would fuck that up. I would mess that up so bad. So bad.
Yo, what's up?
Hi, Texas. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 19.
Okay. All right. Hold one moment, please. Thank you. All right. Also, thank you to, hey, Jocelyn Tittles. Hey, friend. Thank you so much for the $10. Jocelyn Tittles said, to Miss Nat, because we all we got. And is. Thank you so very much. Also, guys, I do want to read our super chats because I am neglecting my friends over on the tube, and I'm not a big fan of that. I got to do better. All right, so here we are. Shout out to Wesley Pillow. All right, shout out to Wesley Pillow for the $5 super chat. Wesley Pillow said, let me make sure I got it right. Wesley said, okay, I'm scrolling down way too far. I'm sorry, guys. Just wanted to show some support. I haven't been able to watch your live since we permabanned Liam. And that was so much fun. Love your content, your attitude, and your honesty. I appreciate you, Wesley Pillow. Shout out to you. Drop some hearts in the chat. Also, Songhai Dragon sent a 99-cent super chat. No message. I don't think you can send one with that one, but thank you so very much for the love. I appreciate you, friend. And guys, drop a fucking let's do 5 million. Let's do 5 million hearts in the chat. All right. For Wesley Pillow for the $50 super chat. Wesley Pillow said, I am standing in front of my cheap grill cooking some chicken. I may not be able to give much, but good luck, Nat. I hope you can find some stability under this regime. I lost my job to tariffs. And if I wasn't a disabled vet, I'd be homeless by now. Shout out to you, Wesley Pillow. Thank you so very much. And also thank you for your service, sir. We appreciate you so much. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to honor that one. And I'll put it towards the fund for Miss Nat. So let me get us an updated number here. All right, there we go. Do 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 do. All right. So, guys, we are now at $692.05 for Miss Nat. $692.05. Let's fucking go. Drop those hearts in the chat for yourselves, guys. Drop those hearts in the chat for yourselves. You guys are freaking awesome. Remember, all right, our goal is 8:15, but like Hector will say, hey, look, if we can do more, we're going to do more. We're shooting for 8:15, so that means what? $123, $123 away, guys. All right, we can do this. We can do it. So let's go. You guys are friggin' awesome. Links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal, and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you're over on the tube, cut out the tube for a moment. All right. If you don't have any of those, you can send a Cash App to Hector at Hector Talks. Hector Talks. All of donos via the pay links. 75% go to Miss Nat. I'm multitasking. I really hate multitasking. I'm going to get my life together one day. Texas, why are you still supporting Trump, friend?
Yeah, I support him because of like the rhetoric he pushes.
The rhetoric he pushes?
Yeah.
Please expound on that for us, please.
Yeah, like his anti-abortion, like anti-G, like anti-T rhetoric. You know what I mean by that? Like conservative, like rhetoric.
I haven't done Donnie Thornburg in a minute.
Excuse me?
Hold on one moment. Hector, can you do this for me, please?
What did he say you support Trump for?
His like the rhetoric he pushes.
You support Trump for rhetoric?
Yeah, the rhetoric that he pushes and applies to the younger generations of Americans, which can lead to like a net positive under my worldview.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What, I'm sorry, how does rhetoric impact your life?
How does it impact my life?
Yeah.
Yeah, it influences like younger generation and like it influences people to follow. Off based MAGA edits.
You're more interested in platitudes and speeches than actual policies and directives that impact your everyday life. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, his policy follows the rhetoric he pushes also.
Okay, cool. So tell me what rhetoric specifically you think motivates the younger generation to be better.
The like anti-abortion, anti-trans, anti-gay, like all that. No trans women in sports.
You're just a bigoted little shit. Cool, great. Can you tell me how anti all of those things makes a better society? Explain that one to me.
Yeah, because it makes like a conducive Christian society.
Conducive Christian society, okay.
Which is another influence.
Got you. You're one of those people who believes that the United States should not have a separation between church and state, right?
Not necessarily.
That's literally what you're advocating for.
It's not. I'm just saying he's pushing those values, which I agree with.
Those values can be pushed outside of the government, and they should be pushed separate from the government, because the government is not supposed to respect any one religion.
The government has most religions agree with me, by the way, but it's whatever. But yeah, the government
I don't
has
really give a shit what religions agree with you. There's a separation between church and state. I'm not calm. Would you like me to get hot? Because I can do that.
You're really upset. I'm looking for good conversation.
Not. I can get upset.
Okay, sorry. But anyways, yeah. So I just don't understand like the rhetoric keep pushing.
Were you chuckling or choking on the dick? Which one was that earlier?
Excuse me?
I'm going to go with the chuckle. So anyways, there's a separation between church and state. So whatever Christian values you have every right to practice it within your own home and advocate for it in your churches, knocking door to door, unless someone slams the door in your face or on your fingers. You have every right to go do all of that. It is never supposed to be spearheaded by people in government. They can reference their religion for inspiration, but they cannot use it for legislation.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening, by the way.
No, it's quite literally not. Donald Trump has literally aligned himself with Christian nationalists, whose basis of hating all those groups that you mentioned is because of their faith, allegedly, despite the fact that the Bible is not actively against those groups.
It is, by the way.
Elaborate.
Yeah, it goes against, it doesn't support like gay people, trans people, like abortion.
What does the Bible say against gay people?
Yeah, Romans 1:26-27, 1 Corinthians 6:9-10. Like, do you want me to read them, or can you like look it up?
Sure, go ahead and read it.
Okay, hold on, let me pull it up.
You have a baby Christian nationalist fuck.
Oh.
Really? Stop, dude. Can you like calm down?
Again, I'm calm. Would you like me to not be calm?
This is his
You seem
calm
really
voice.
pissed now.
Because if you tell me to calm down one more time, I'm going to go ahead and not be calm.
This is literally his calm voice. Also, I just burned my throat.
You guys have got to stop being little bitch ass boys. That's what you need to stop doing.
Tap the screen, y'all.
Oh, wait, I
Fucking
also have a
sensitive.
question.
Thank you for the cab.
Did you know? Wait, so you think we should keep separation between church and state?
Yep.
But the presidential election is like literally apostolic succession.
What?
That's a word.
You,
What that mean?
do you not know what apostolic succession is? You don't?
Apostolic is what secession? I don't know what that is. Let me look it
That's
up.
okay. I'll go ahead and read the Bible
Is the
verse.
method by which Christian ministers trace their spiritual authority in an unbroken lineal chain of bishops back to Jesus's original 12 disciples. What? This is primarily achieved through the laying on of hands during the ordination of new bishops. Correlation.
Yeah.
Correlation.
The correlation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correlation.
The people are elected to vote.
What?
And honorably discharged.
What the fuck are you talking about? That didn't make any sense whatsoever. This literally is
Okay,
talking
it's whatever.
about like.
I'm sorry. That was bad correlation.
Yeah,
That was bad
apostolic
I'm sorry.
succession has
Forgive me.
absolutely nothing to do with voting. This is about people being able to trace their lineage back to the apostles. Bro, why would you say that and then try to make it seem like we're wrong because we don't know, like we're stupid because
No,
we don't know what
that's
that
just my
is.
fault. I'm so
But
sorry.
that was stupid.
I'm sorry.
Don't
Yeah,
do
I
that
know.
again,
I'm
okay?
I'm
Don't do that
stupid.
again.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Go read a book.
I'm
Go
gonna.
have some animal crackers and some flavored milk or something. Shit.
Fucking thank you. I'm not going back and forth with a kid who don't give a shit about any of this.
Once he said that shit and I looked it up and saw that, I was like, there's no way in hell. Like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. What?
And really try to pull it. You don't know what that means?
don't know what that
motherfucker, you need to
is.
apply it to
And
the
then-
right context.
Bruh, and then when I asked him what it was, he didn't tell us what it is, right? So I just read it. And I was like, what's the correlation, right? And then... What's the correlation? And then what does he say? He says, like when you have to vote the people in. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Petition to ban every single Phil Bro one-on-one YouTube video on YouTube right now. Ban every fucking one. Restrict the access to people under the age of 25.
Yeah. Sasha, hi. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah,
You are. For TikTok purposes, how old are you?
20.
20? Oh, okay. All right, Sasha. Why are you still supporting Trump?
I have like similar reasons to the last person, but I don't really.
Whose Discord am I in? Whose Discord am I
What?
in? Whose Discord?
Except for like the last part.
Whose Discord am I in? What's the name of your Discord? You
What do
clip
you mean?
farming?
No.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
What are you talking about?
What's that music?
Hey, Erica.
Yeah? Don't do it.
W's
Listen.
in the chat to Miss Donna for the $5 cash app for Nat. All I got. So big W's to you, Donna. Thank you so much for your donor. I appreciate your support. It doesn't matter if that's all you have. I would greatly appreciate you donating.
Everything is
Please
awesome.
make sure that you're not donating your lunch money to us. Please make sure you're taking care of yourself. But to those of the people that can, thank you so much for your donation. Big W's to you, Miss Donna. And big W's in the chat to Tani. I don't know how to pronounce that. Fuck.
Hold on, give me a second.
Take
Fucked
your
up my
time,
whole
friend.
thing.
Take your time. Take your time,
Give me a
friend.
second. I don't want to butcher your name.
Take your time.
Tanaya. I think it's Tanaya. Big W's in the chat to Tanaya for the $30 cash app for Miss Nat. Prayers for recovery. She's going to recover all the way up until the heavenly gates. Thank you so much.
There you go. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Oh my God. Hector, I don't know why you're like this. Also, thank you very, very much to, let me check. Oh, Tennis Guy. Hi, Tennis Guy. Tennis Guy sent 10 and said for Miss Nat. Thank you so, so very much. All right. So let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. 75% of all donations to the Palings are going towards Ms. Nat to help her pay her rent. So far we are at $703.30, guys. All right, $703.30. All right, if I'm doing my math right, since our goal is $815, all right, I'm just gonna round it down to $703. All right, we need $112 to get Miss Nat to her goal, and if we can do more, fantastic. But you all are awesome, awesome. All right, I do have a time that I do have to end. I'm so sorry, or else there is a 12-year-old who will say mean things to me. Okay, so with that being said, guys, let's do all of the good things. Let's get through these conversations, see what happens. All right, and let's just go from there. But let's have fun while doing it. Keep tapping that screen, keep sharing the live, reposting. Take care of Hector while he's here. All right, and again, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. See, the 12-year-old just appeared. All right, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you don't have any of those, you can use Hector's PayPal. All right, it's Hector Talks with 2 R's. Hector Talks with 2 R's. All right, I'm hanging up on this person. They're a child. Oh, that's fine. Just pass it back. Okay, you have a Cash App again? What happened?
You said PayPal. You meant Cash App.
I'm sorry, Cash App. I'm sorry, guys. Bubba was talking to me at the same time. Hi, Red Pill Perspective. What a name you have there. Are you a Trump supporter?
As per my profile picture, I am, yes.
Oh, okay. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
I'm 19.
19?
Yeah.
One day an adult's going to request up. Okay, all right. So why are you still supporting Trump?
Because after what I heard you say about Charlie Kirk.
What did I say about Charlie Kirk?
Well, I supported Trump before that, but I didn't appreciate what you said about Charlie Kirk leaning left.
Did he not lean left in the end?
Physical realm, yes, he did, but you're pointing fun at him and making a terrible joke about somebody who was a American hero.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Who's the American hero in this situation?
Charlie Kirk, and you made a
was
joke.
Charlie Kirk an American hero?
I think his name was like tax-paying American or something. And he kind of made some really good points against you, but I really didn't appreciate what you said about Charlie.
I just love how that whole entire exchange there was actually it's available on YouTube. You all can check it out. It's available on my YouTube. Go over there, head over there, check it out. I'll remember the date so everyone can go look at it. You got anything else?
What's available on your YouTube?
The whole exchange with the guy that you were talking about. If I heard you correctly, I don't know. I was doing something else, by the way. I wasn't invested in this conversation.
Why are you on live if you're not going to invest in our conversation?
Because I got shit to do on and off the app, perhaps. So there's that. Do you want to repeat what it is that you said, or do you want to move on? What do you want to do?
We can move on.
Okay. All right. So again, I'm going to ask you the question. All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Because of his sorry, hold on. I had to clear my throat. Apologies. I support Trump mainly because of ICE, what he's doing with his policies, and he's protecting our country.
How is Donald Trump protecting our country? Like, this is very vague.
Well, as for my ICE statement, he is making sure that the illegal aliens that are coming into our country are not, I guess, for two reasons, raping and murdering.
ICE doesn't work at the southwestern border.
I never said anything about borders, man.
You said that you're making sure that they're not coming into our country, is what you said. Is that what you said?
Yeah, well, that would be border patrol.
I just wanted to make sure that's what you said. Okay.
Yeah, no, that would be border patrol. So I guess I did misspoke. I apologize for that, but
you didn't misspoke. What you need to say is, I guess I give up. You did misspoke. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay.
I'm high off of sugar.
I lost my train of thought. Can you repeat?
Me too, man. Me too. Hey,
Erica!
Liv! Hi.
Hi.
Hey, friend, where you been?
Hey, I've been chilling out the way,
Oh, okay.
had to do some family things.
You
Hey,
good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I
Good, good,
came
good.
up because you said something about misspoke.
It sounded weird when he said it.
Okay. Can I get the big screen really quick?
Sure. Always.
I want to test something out.
Okay. There you go, Livingston.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Red Pill, hello. Would you mind doing me?
Liv's always getting a
Hello?
phone call.
I wasn't a phone call.
Oh, there we go.
Can you read this out loud for me, Red Pill?
The deity had a premonition of the impending cataclysmic event.
The what?
Cataclysmic? I don't know how to pronounce that.
The what? What is that word?
I'm sorry. What does this have to do with our Savior Jesus Christ and the American hero Charlie Kirk and Trump protecting our country?
Okay, can you tell me the what? Right there, what'd you say? I didn't hear it.
The deity.
The deity? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's all I wanted. That's all.
Livingston, what are we doing?
What was the point of that?
You can't read well.
The deity? Why you say it like that?
That's a difficult word.
It is. You're right. It can be. Okay. If it's a difficult word for you, you know what? It's okay. It's a difficult word for you. All right. I'm not going to make fun of you or anything of that nature. Let's move on. All right. Again, you said that Donald Trump is protecting the United States of America. All right. And I still want to know how it is that he's doing that.
How is he protecting what? I'm sorry.
How is he protecting America?
How is he protecting America?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have had hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of illegal folks come in from various parts of the world into our country. And vast majority of them come here for not good reasons. Almost all of them. And they, one, take the jobs. They are murdering our women and children. Kidnapping.
You talking about Americans?
Countless.
You
Oh
talking
yeah,
about Americans?
Yeah, they're shooting Americans. Killing Americans.
No. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about Americans are the ones that commit these crimes, because we already know that the research shows, especially via the Cato Institute and also the state of Texas did a study, and both showed that undocumented immigrants commit crimes at half the rate of American citizens. So it doesn't even make any sense what it is that you're actually saying. All right, they're not the ones doing the raping and the pillaging. It's Americans. Americans.
Well, according to Cato, illegal aliens commit vast majority more crime than Americans do.
You're a liar. Pull that up. Let's see it. Let's see it. What's the name of the study? Is it called These Nuts? Like, what's the name of the study?
I misspoke again. I apologize. Illegal aliens commit much more crime than legal.
Y'all, seriously, y'all didn't hear that a 12-year-old say, "Come on, Mom, let's go." Y'all didn't hear that? Y'all didn't hear that at all? Y'all didn't hear that? All right. We are really trying to do the good things here for Miss Nat. All right. Like, you know what? Who respects it? Drew respects it. Thank you so much, Drew, for the 12. Drew said, for the rent. Thank you, Drew. Appreciate you, friend. Shout out to you, Drew. You're friggin' awesome. Also, shout out to, let me check and say your name, Clayton. Thank you so much for the 20. Drop those hearts in the chat for our donors, guys, for Miss Nat. Friggin' awesome. Thank you all so very much. All right. So where are we now on our goal here? All right. So we are now at 727.30. 727.30, guys. That means we have less than $100 to go, because remember, our main goal was to get to $815, guys. So we're at 727.30. Let's friggin' go. Let's go. Let's do it.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, sure. Liv, matter of fact, Liv, you can talk to him. Go ahead. Have fun. I want to do it.
Okay, fun. Hey, who caused the border crisis, Red Pill? Was it Obama, Trump, or Biden?
Biden Harris.
Okay, cool. You would agree, like Obama was a deporter in chief. He deported 5.3 million people. He was sued by the ACLU and he won. He was the deporter in chief. Okay, cool. Absolutely.
Biden and Harris let in 3.5 million illegal aliens.
And this is what I don't understand. If Obama was the deporter in chief, okay, Trump takes office in 2017, right? 2018, he gets on TV and he says, all of these caravans of Venezuelans are coming into the country, right? Gets on Fox News and says we're being flooded by caravans coming into this country. If the border was secure under Obama, and Trump himself was complaining of caravans of undocumented migrants and migrants in general coming into to America, and this is before Biden even said he was going to run, how is it Biden and Harris's fault when they were not in office?
It doesn't matter what you say because Biden and Harris let in 3.5 million illegal aliens, according to Customs and Border Control.
Okay. The original question I asked you was who is responsible for the border crisis? You agree with me by a silence that Obama was the deporter in chief. Trump takes office, gets on the stage in front of the American people and says, caravans of undocumented migrants are flooding into America. Trump himself said that, right? And this is before Biden, Harris take office. If the border was secure under Obama, Trump himself was complaining about migrants coming into America, right? And this is before Biden and Harris take office. How is it Biden and Harris's fault when they weren't in office and the border was secure under Obama?
Because illegals came in when they were in power.
But the question I asked you is who is responsible for the border crisis? Who started it?
They did.
How did they start it when they weren't in office?
They got rid of the DNA testing at the border.
How could they have started it when they were not in office?
Because when they were, they halted the border control, or the border construction.
I believe in you, Red Pill Perspective. You got this. You totally got this.
I wish you fuckers
I'm
at
high out of
least
my mind. I
rehearsed your lines.
apologize.
I wish you fuckers rehearsed your lines before you got up on the panel. Hey, Erica, I'm out. Hey, Liv, what's going on, my G? No, my time is up. My time is up. I came up here to support. I just want to say this before I go. Erica, I'm really disappointed in black men.
Why?
Yo, Hector, why did you
Liv's
make a joke
cool.
about Charlie too?
It's them two fools. It's them two fools who came up initially that got me hot. That should just piss me off. Just all this mouth, all this rambling. I don't do nothing for nobody. In fact, I do need a
both
boba.
you guys up.
Shut
You guys decided.
up, bitch.
Shut your mouth, boy. We talking.
Thank you.
The hell? What's wrong with these kids? Yes, go have a boba, friend. Are you going live?
Absolutely not. Nah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. With that being said, I'm gonna need you guys to
I need
support
you to do something.
Nat.
I need you to do something,
Because
Hector.
Nat is good people.
Hector, I need you to do something. I'm gonna send you a screenshot, right? All right. But I'm gonna send you the screenshot and I want you to do your Dean impression before you go, okay? Please.
All right, bet.
Okay, I'm sending it to you right now. I'll send it in the group chat.
Wait, Hector, before you go, hold on.
He's not talking to you. Shut up.
Why did you make a Charlie joke? Like I don't understand why.
Why did your mom make a 19-year-long joke?
Attention.
Like, what are we doing? Why you got a 19-year-long joke?
Like,
Let the fuck?
Like that's just.
I sent it, Hector.
Let me get back to my room.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, can I get some more of those kangaroo thingies though? For real, that shit is cute. please.
Wait, where did you send it?
I sent it to Ms. Nat. I'm so ridiculous. I can't see. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right. Good gosh. Forgive me, Hector.
I'm not with it.
You know I can't see. Bobby, but
Hey, Hector.
Yo.
Oh, he left. Oh. He's gonna play his games.
You know he wasn't serious, Liv.
that chokehold I had him in made him glitch. It was great. I haven't made somebody glitch like that in a while.
oh, he ran.
Oh, okay.
Come back.
Yeah, he did. Something about my face or whatever makes him. Anyway,
Everyone, I'm gonna need to see at least 100 W's in the chat. 100 W's in the chat to Ray for the $100 Venmo. Ray said, Ren, I wasn't here for the request, but I have some blessings that were given to me, and he gave his blessings on to another human being. That's what I'm talking about. That's community. Big W's in the chat to you, Ray. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support.
Yes, let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh, wait, I muted myself. It was like a sound effect, wasn't it? Fucking awesome. Let's
I should start doing fucking Dean impressions for skits. Like,
let's fucking go, y'all. Let's go. All right, y'all are friggin' awesome. All right. 75% of all donations are going towards Ms. Nat. So we are now at 802.30. 802.30, guys. All right. We are. Who says we don't like Dean? Who said anything about that? Like, what are y'all talking about? I want y'all to know I did a Parker impression in front of Parker. I just want to let you all know that. All right. People can do that. I know.
Not somebody calling me Dector.
Dector is wild. Wow, that's wild. With that being said, y'all, 802.30. All right. Remember, our goal is to get to 8:15. All right. I have about 30 minutes left. Bye, Hector. I have about 30 minutes left before it gets really real on this side of the phone. Okay. All right. Well, or the camera, however you want to put it. But with that being said, keep doing all of the good things, guys. Y'all are friggin' awesome. Shout out to my tubers. Thank you, Wesley Pillow, for the $2 super chat. Wesley said, asking what that sentence meant, though. I know you was talking about apostolistic, whatever the hell it is that he said and he was wrong about, is that one. Also, shout out to Mr. Melvin for the $5 super chat. Mr. Melvin said, what are these ignorant kids talking about? Get off social media and spend more time in the classroom. That part. Also, let me make sure. Wesley sent a $5 super chat and said, it's always the same with these people. My special book says I need to hate certain people. Legitimately, why should the rest of us care? That part, I don't care what other people do with their genitals. I messed that word up, Liv. Are you gonna make me take a reading test too? But with that being said, I don't care as long as it's between consenting adults. And Butch Cavendish, thank you very much for the $10 super chat. Bush said, lots of hardcore brainwash MAGA shills on tonight. And is, sir, and is. Like, bruh. Let's see what I don't think this person is a MAGA shill. I think this person is actually going to be intelligent and is going to have a great conversation. Hi, Red, White, and True. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hi, Erica. Yes, I am.
Okay, and for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
23.
Okay, all right. Fantastic. By the way, guys, thank you all so very much for all that you do. You guys are friggin' awesome. Thank you all. Draw some hearts in the chat for yourselves. All right. And we are so close to helping Ms. Nat. So close to helping Ms. Nat. All right. We are currently at 802.30. All right. The links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. And I also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. All right. If you only have Cash App, you can send it to Hector at Hector Talks with 2 R's. But please, by all means, make sure you put for Miss Nat. All right. Let's keep doing all of the good things. And if you just like to support me, by all means, you can send a super chat over on the tube, or you can take a look at the ericaeffect.com, ericaeffect.com, and cop you some new gear because we got a new line that dropped. Let's get into it. Hi, Red, White, and True. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Hi, so I appreciate you calling me intelligent. I just want to keep it simple and tell you the intelligent reasons why I support Donald Trump. And I think the first ones I'll start off with are just common sense. I don't support men going in the women's bathrooms or locker rooms. That's a big thing right there. I don't know why anybody would support that. I also support the immigration policies, economy, things like that. Now, I know you guys are going to be like, oh, the war, the economy, the gas prices skyrocketing, blah, blah, blah. I think he's doing a great job keeping our country safe for future generations. And honestly, the whole world, I think he's doing a great job. I'll just leave it there for now. But that's just the gist of everything there for you.
I need a moment. Just a quick second, if you don't mind. Just a moment.
No problem.
Thank you. I
Sorry if
appreciate
I'm a little too intelligent for you.
Way, bro. Like, can't believe it. Like, it's taking so much to process it all. You know, just need a moment. Which one is this one? Okay. Doom, 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 doom. One moment, please. Trans people. Trans people. I don't want to talk to you. Shut up. Get the fuck off my live, okay? Bye. I don't care. I don't know what the fuck these people think this is. I don't care. 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 Trans people. Trans people. Trans people. I don't know what they thought this was. All right. Okay. I am not one to try to debate someone's friggin' existence. Like, I need to chill out with that nonsense. All right. All right. Go find you something safe to do. Anywho, I'm turning the YouTube lines back on. Let's go back to YouTube. All right. Keep doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. All right. Y'all are friggin' awesome. And I just want to thank you all so very much. All right. That's fucking awesome, right? And shout out, hey, I haven't seen you in such a long time. Hey, Anthony, thank you so much for the 20. All right, thank you so much for the 20. And also, is there another one? Am I seeing? Ashley, thank you, Ashley, for the $15. I'm not saying that word because you know me and that word do not get along. And you are not going to embarrass me. Ha! There you go. Is it hyperbolic? Hyperbole? How do you say it? How do you say it? Viv, how you say it?
Ben.
Hi, Ben. Are you a Trump supporter?
Am I a Trump supporter?
Yes.
No.
You're not? Oh, okay.
No.
All right. Well, I hope you have a good
Trump
night.
supporters?
Yeah, it says, why are you still supporting Trump?
Oh, shit. I was about to shit talk him. Shit. You know.
Nah, you good, but have a good night. Shout out to you. All right. Yeah, with that being said, let me do some math real quick, like, because I know we hit it. Where did we hit it? So boom, 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 boom. Did I use the wrong calculator again? Oh, fudge sickles. Sean, just keep doing stuff. One moment, y'all. 802.30. All right. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. We're at 828.55, y'all. 828.55 from Ms. Nat. Let's shout out ourselves. Drop some hearts in the chat for yourselves. Drop some hearts in the chat for yourselves, guys. Drop some hearts in the chat for yourselves. If you think I ran from that conversation, why? He wanted to talk about trans people. Livingston's not trans. I'm not trans. That caller wasn't trans. Like, what are we doing? Hi, Common. All right. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
I am 19.
Oh, they're always 19. Is it just a whole bunch of 19-year-olds that's like roaming around being deplorable? Sorry, that was the old woman in me. My apologies. Why are you supporting Donald Trump?
I mean, actually,
you just don't ever start a sentence off like that again, bro. Come on.
I mean, I just want to say.
I'm sorry, your voice is doing it for me right now.
Why are you?
I'm
Yeah, is that you
sorry.
like to make fun of people?
What is that vibrating noise? Like, are you using like a? What are you doing?
It might be my fan. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Because it sounded like you. I was like, were you talking into a fan? The chat said you sound like Mr. Peabody.
Yeah.
Then they say you sound like Squidward.
Well,
They say you
I'm
holding
sorry.
your nose while you're talking.
I'm not holding my nose.
They say you sound like Urkel. They said that you sound like Urkel.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but I actually have esophageal cancer, and that's part of. I had to have a procedure,
that
so
sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so I feel like you guys should like have some more.
But guess what
respect
happens?
for it.
Guess what happens though? All right. So when you tell someone about your condition, all right, if they continue to make jokes about it, then that's where you can be like, you know what? You're a piece of shit. Right. But if you tell them and they stop making the jokes, guess what happens? You can't say that they're a piece of shit because now they know, right? So with that being said, I won't say anything else about your voice. Chat, chill out. We do care. Thank you very much. If you're a love, you better care. So why are you supporting Trump?
I'm still even seeing stuff in the chat about everybody.
I just told them to stop. The chat has a delay.
Well,
you want to talk or you want to just do this the whole time?
We'll talk. And even about, I think 2 people ago, whoever was talking about the transgender, I myself am a transgender. And
You're not
I
a
went,
transgender person. No transgender person refers to themselves as a transgender.
I transitioned from a man into a female.
From a man into a female? Yo, bro, please get the fuck out of my panel. Like, goodbye. Get the fuck on. The fuck are we doing here? I don't care. Clip it. I don't care. I don't care. Thomas told me you transition from a man to a female. That's no trans person speaks that way. No trans person, all right, refers to themselves as a transgender. That's nuts. Hold on one moment, guys. I'm being called. Bubba said to tell you all that there's something crazy going on. There's someone knocking on the door, and it is the IRS. That's what Bubba said. And he got up to go knock on the door. Bruh. You gotta chill, bro. All right, we're gonna go, I promise. Okay, all right, guys. Do me a huge favor, if you will. Draw some hearts in the chat for yourselves, all right? You guys are freaking awesome. I appreciate each and every last one of you. All right, we did it, all right? We didn't get to 1,000, but you know what? We still got there, all right? We still got there, and we got the goal for Ms. Nat. Get out the camera, bro. Get the camera. What's wrong with you? All right. All right, y'all are freaking awesome. All right. And Ms. Nat says, thank you, everyone. So y'all are absolutely amazing, 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 amazing. All right. So please do drop some hearts in the chat for yourselves. All right. And thank you so much for coming together for this community. All right. And doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. All right. Like, seriously, thank you all so very much. And it didn't take us 6 hours to do it. And that's what makes me so happy. So thank you all so very much. So with that being said, I just have one last ask. I want to be turned into a kangaroo. All right. So if we can I just want to turn into a kangaroo. I only need 3 more. All right. 3 kangaroos. I might send myself one. No, I can't. I don't have to buy coins. That's a lot of work. And I don't want to do that. Okay. So, Liv, what are you doing? Livingston. Oh my kangaroo. I'm a Joey. I got a Joey. I was a kangaroo. It's so cool. Okay. Why am I like this? Oh my God, I'm a kangaroo again. This is so cool. Thank you, Poochie. Thank you, Scorpio. Thank you, Black Widow. Y'all are freaking awesome. Yay! Awesome. Liv did not fall asleep. Liv is at the Jamaican spot and is loud, and he's probably getting oxtails because oxtails make him happy. Oh, Matt is streaming his piano right now. Okay, we go say hi to Matt then. All right, go say hi to Matt. It'll be a wind down. All right, that's what we'll do. We'll wind down with some Matt. Y'all can do that. Y'all know politics with Matt. I don't have to put it on the screen. All right, tubers, I will send you over there. All right, so let's get you over there. I got to make sure I didn't miss anything, though, because y'all are friggin' awesome. All right, let me see here. I got to make sure I don't miss anything. Wesley sent a $2 super chat and said Charlie was a joke. And Wesley, thank you. You did it phonetically also. Shout out to Wesley Pillow for the $2 super chat. Wesley Pillow said hyperbole. It's hyperbole. So without the, oh wait, so it is so hyperbole? Oh, so it's not hyperbole, it's hyperbole. Hyperbole. All right, got it. W's in the chat, guys. W's in the chat for our tubers. All right, let me get y'all set up so that we can all go over to Matt's and we can watch him play the piano. And then I will get him to sing Beyonce. Boom. Yep, Bubba, I'm going to get my friend to sing Beyonce. Wait, he's not on the tube. He's only on the friggin'... Oh, he can't be on the tube. He's singing music, so they get copyrighted. So, tubers, figure it out. I don't know where to send you guys, but I love you guys, all right? Let's hit that music and head on up out of here, all right? Because I got a parent, and also, I got to finish cooking dinner so we can eat food. Politics with Matt. Y'all don't know Politics with Matt? Okay, I'll put it on the screen because we got to go say hi to my friend. Oh, while I'm doing that, guys, funny story is that last night I was co-hosting with Matt, right? And it was so funny because someone else goes by the name Matt too. And so I was like, gosh darn it, Matt. And he was like, what? And I was like, I'm not talking to you. I was like, oh, that's right. Your name's Matt too. Okay, I remember now. I did name you, so I do remember at times. But, I did name him. His dad named him. So there's that. Okay. So go say hi to my friend Politics with Matt. All right. Drop those hearts in the chat. Get him to sing a song with you. If he's doing debates, stick around for debates. But let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things over there. All right. Let's hit that music and let go. There we go. Wait, is this just the beat? I don't want that one. I want the song. Oh, I'm going to have to fire my production assistant. I tell you. It's me. I'm the production assistant. Anywho, with that being said, guys, thank you all so very much for being here today. All right, we did awesome. We did good things today. We did all of the good things, guys. So thank you all so very much. All right, this could not have been done without you. We helped a community member today. All right, and your kindness and just your kindness, your generosity is all that we could have asked for. So please know that you did do something awesome today, and we thank you for it. So with that being said, guys, all right, let's make sure that we are doing all of the good things elsewhere. All right, let's go say hi to Matt, Politics with Matt. All right, and drop those hearts in the chat for him. Additionally, guys, thank you to everyone who did send a dono, who sent a gift, who sent a chat. Thank you to everyone who subscribed over to Tube, who liked the stream. Thank you to everyone who just did something kind today. I appreciate y'all. Again, over on the Tube, we are on the road to 10,000 followers. 10,000 subscribers, right? And so what that means is that by next Tuesday, so Monday would be the last day. If by next Tuesday we can get 822 subscribers, we'll be at 10,000. That means I'm at 9178. So with that being said, y'all, thank you all so very much for hanging out with me here tonight. I appreciate each and every last one of you. With that being said, I leave you with this as I always do. If you can't do something kind for yourself, please do something kind for someone else. Please. I beg. I promise you it'll make you feel better. All right. With that being said, y'all, oh, thank you, Kayla, for the good things. Thank you, Kayla, for the 10. I appreciate you, friend. Let me do a final tally. I gotta do it find a tele. All right, there'll be that amount there. I can do that. Plus, there we go. All right, awesome. Make sure I don't miss anything. Also, I didn't read this out, but I did count it. Thank you very, very much to Kevin for the $5 over on Zelle earlier. I did count it. I just forgot to read it out. But thank you so much, friend, for the $5. So what we did today is 836.05 for Ms. Nat. I keep muting myself. 836.05 for Ms. Nat. I'm going to go ahead and send that over. I'll post a receipt over in our Discord. All right. The Discord is open up to everyone, so you can join if you want the special perks and whatnot, which are going to be on full display come the month of June once all of this madness is over. All right. Join the Discord. The link's in the bio. Also, you can show support via ericaeffect.com. ericaeffect.com. Cap you a dad hat. Do all the good things. Shirt. I'm smarter than a Trump supporter. A mug. Whatever it is you want. All right. I appreciate y'all. With that being said, go say hi to Matt. I love y'all. All right. I got to end it over here. There you go. I really can't see. I don't know why I wear contacts, y'all. I don't know why I wear contacts, but I love y'all. I'm holding up 3 fingers, by the way.